23. So you notice that there seems to be some kind of mechanism using these golems to raise a platform up to the top floor or lower it back down. But you're not sure how to activate it.
Huh.
The golems. Did you mean statues? But previously described it as statues.
Right.
You mind if
Not
I move Ruby inside?
Yeah, you can move wherever you want.
I'll move her right next to Dio. Where are you going, Dio? Come on, bud.
This is a horse, but it's supposed to be a mule. And I used the tokens for the creepy ghost children from the death house, but they're not supposed to be that creepy.
Or are they?
They might be a little creepy because they're from Barovia, but
Well, I mean, yeah.
not as creepy as the death house kids.
I am unable to move Burl around the map.
Hmm.
So these, I don't know how to.
And it's pretty late right now, you said? Because we were like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon when we started going to this place.
Use 4 things
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine this is an elevator that takes you up to the multiple floors.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with it. That's my character's.
Wonder why you can't move him.
Hang on a second, maybe I can. Yeah, we go. I just refreshed the page.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and convince the kids that we found a safe place to rest and they should come in and join us.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Alright now, children. Let's go on inside. Get us some rest tonight.
Myrtle says, "Are you sure? This kind of looks like the windmill."
Well, I believe we found us a safe place to rest for the night. In our state, we're not going to be able to do much for you till the morning anyhow. So, may as well come on in, we'll get some rest. We want to find you a safe place to stay.
She says, "Okay," and then Fred follows her and looking down at something in his hands is not even, but still not speaking.
Is it whatever the thing that they gave her was? Or they gave him, somebody
It
gave him
l-
like a toy though.
Yeah, yeah, he's just playing with that and not even looking up at all. He follows.
Okay. Well,
So Ireena figured out that there's an elevator, basically a lift, just not how to activate it.
well, I don't suppose we ought to be messing with that till at least the morning anyhow.
Okay, so you guys are gonna sit up and sleep.
Yep.
Do I need to make any lights for anybody? They'll last for an hour.
Somebody gonna stay up reading or anything?
I want to use the. You said we could using the components we gathered. Go ahead and make one. We had enough to make one potion of healing while we get the long rest.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Roll wisdom plus proficiency for the medicine kit. I don't know if you can roll it from with Beyond 20 thing. Maybe you can. Not medicine kit, herbalism kit.
Yeah, wisdom plus proficiency. Okay, I'll just roll animal handling because that runs the same. So
Okay. 10.
Here's for a watch.
Let me see what the requirement is for that. Since I actually did make one, might as well use it. The DC is 12. So your potion doesn't exactly come out right. It's not poisonous, but it may not heal. You're not sure.
Okay.
All right. If we're gonna camp here, I'm going to create a Guardian of Faith, which takes me. Is it instant? Yeah. Casting time, 1 action. And it has an 8-hour duration.
Speaking
Nice.
of, I can also do. This.
Did that show up here?
Hearth of Moonlight Shadow.
The light just set up here in about the center of the room. Cast a dome over us. Essentially, the protective sphere. Total cover. Basically impossible to see.
There we go. What's the radius on it?
30 feet.
So it's the whole tower.
Yeah.
That's one of the new tools I got. Also got this.
Right.
Okay. Send me back to my screen.
I can fireball.
There we go.
Some other stuff too, but anyway, we'll use that when we get in combat.
There you go.
So you're gonna sit your guardian like in front of the front door, maybe.
Yeah. Front door area is fine. If anything moves within 10 feet of it, they'll take 20 radiant damage on a failed save. Half that on a successful.
So the spell says a creature hostile to you. So if somebody just like a random villager just wanders up, is this thing gonna like cut it to ribbons?
No, it shouldn't. It's any creature hostile. So if it's a random villager, if they're not trying to attack us, then it won't slice them down.
I would probably say that he can choose if it would attack it or not, just for ease of use.
Whenever anything says like hostile, I always think of like any of those like kung fu stuff where they're like, I felt his killing intent, or like I always assume they have like an innate way of determining their intentions.
Yeah.
So if their intention is, I want to claim this tower, just want to kill anyone who's in there, they're not really hostile towards you until they see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you guys gonna keep someone on watch? Rotate watch?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as that lets us all have long rests, I'm sure that's fine.
Okay, who wants to keep watch first?
I volunteer.
Alright, make a perception check. Okay. Who wants to take second watch?
I'll take second watch.
I'll take third.
Okay, Dio, roll perception. Nice.
Oof.
Alright, Burl, make a perception check. You hear about maybe an hour after midnight, about 1 a.m., you hear what sounds like hoofs horse hoofs moving quickly, probably toward your direction.
Okay. All right. Are there any windows on this building?
No, not on this floor.
Okay. How far out does this thing extend? My thing, 30 feet, right?
Yeah, so just outside the tower.
Just outside the tower. Okay, so um, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna step to the door. Yeah, so I'll step to the door and staying inside the boundary of the sphere, cast and then, look out the door and just cast produce flame so I can see and see anything out there.
Make another perception check. You can hear a horse that's not far away that has kind of slowed to a halt. And it's
Okay.
raining outside again.
All right. I'm gonna go rouse EO.
Yes?
Well, I think somebody's headed our direction. I can hear a horse headed this way. Probably not far off now.
Yeah, so it's good of you to wake me. Alright. Shall we rouse the others?
Well, I'm not so sure that we need to just yet. But if it comes to that, we certainly can.
Well, for now, let's be on guard then. See
Certainly.
what happens.
Okay, what
So
would you guys
kinda-
like to do?
Well, I'm gonna get an angle on because can we see through
We
like
can
the
see-
door right now?
You would have to open the door.
I see. Well,
With the radius of the sphere of the dome, we should be able to open the door and see out, and no one could see.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll do that.
Okay.
Do you have night vision?
Oh, well. No.
Just for future. I do have dark vision, and I have a familiar that has dark vision and can fly.
In the moonlight, you see a horse just on the other side of the wagon who's just kind of slowly walking forward, and it looks winded and soaking wet, and there's no one on top of it.
Huh. It's just a horse without a rider.
Well,
It's just resting. It's looked like it's been at full gallop for some time.
well, I pretty good with animals. I could. Is it what sort of state does it look to be in?
Seems exhausted.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go take a look. I'll head out to about here. Does it see me?
Yeah, it seems to. It doesn't really have much of a reaction. It does look winded, like it's been running a lot.
Okay. Does it look frightened or
No, not particularly.
Okay. So I'm gonna approach, you know, slowly to try to, you know, see if how it reacts as I approach.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
Make sure it's not a unicorn.
Hmm.
Wow.
Um,
Remember the last time?
as you move toward it, it kind of just turns and collapses away. Not like fast, but just starts to move away from you.
Right.
Noise.
Make a perception check again.
All right.
Okay, you see uh, dark stains on its back. It is soaking wet, but you can see dark stains on its back.
Okay.
Like ominous stains.
Like dark red stains.
Yes.
Okay. So I will cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. What do you say?
Hey, good looking. What you got?
I'll say, so it's got saddles on it?
Yes.
What that mouth do?
Well, riderless horse, what brings you to this place?
It says, I think she's gonna die.
Who's she? Your rider?
Yes.
Is she near here?
Right over there. It can't point because it doesn't have fingers or arms.
Look in the direct. Can you look in the direction that she is?
It looks toward the wagon.
Towards the inside of the wagon?
Just generally toward the wagon.
Okay.
Is she inside there?
As you look over toward the wagon, you can see a leg sticking out from under the side of it.
Huh.
Oh,
Like, right there.
okay.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
I turn back to Dio and try and, Dio, come help me.
All right.
Dio, come. Sit.
Look
Good
here.
boy.
Look under this wagon. Someone appears to be hurt.
Oh goodness, you're right.
You can see the leg. It has a boot on. It's just sticking out.
Dio rushes over.
When you look down, you can see a figure wearing red with poofy hair. They're covered in blood. It looks like they might be missing their other leg. You're not sure. But there's blood all in the grass here underneath the wagon. And you can see streaks from where this person seems to have crawled here from next to the horse.
Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This looks very bad.
Can you heal her?
I could try. So, could I try, like, say, maybe lay on hands?
Yeah, you can do that.
I don't know how many points I would need to expend for this, or maybe.
How much do you want to spend?
Well, I've got 35 to spend. Could I say, I don't know, maybe make like a medicine check to see.
I mean, you imagine with this extensive of wounds, you may not even have enough.
Well, I'll use all I can then.
Okay, so you're going to heal him for 35.
35.
All
Can I
right.
ask a question?
Yeah.
Has his long rest already kicked in, or is this pre?
No, it's pretty
Dio
that.
long rest?
Yeah, I think leveling up like automatically did it or something.
Right.
But
But anyway, Dio is going to expend, so he's going to lay his hands on her, and they're going to glow.
Okay.
Did you get consent first?
Nope,
I'll
just,
bill her later.
just grabbed the leg and went to it.
Right. Just fucking did it.
When you did it, it felt like it was successful to. I mean, you successfully healed something, basically.
I mean, basically at this point, if she's missing a leg, it's trying to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, you felt the vitality. It didn't feel like a dead person.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's always a plus.
Okay. So now what do you do?
Can I make a medicine check, perhaps?
Yeah.
she seems to be. Does this individual seem to be conscious?
No.
She's not conscious? Okay.
You can see the
After that?
the trapdoor under the wagon is open.
Okay, there's my medicine check. I just wanted just to check the
Um,
overall medical condition at this
it probably would have been with disadvantage, but
Oh.
because it's dark. But this
Oh, okay.
person has been severely wounded and is missing a leg and appears to be still alive. Like you may have saved them at the last moment.
I can't tell if like they're stable necessarily. I guess they are
They're-
stable, you said it.
They're not severely leaking blood out of their leg, where their leg was. Their lower,
Okay.
their knee, basically. They're no longer
Ugh.
spurting blood out of that anymore.
Okay.
So that's good.
Do I feel like I imagine there's more that needs to be done.
Well, I mean, returning a leg is beyond any of your powers, but
Well, right. I'm just trying to think of like other medical care.
it appears as though this
point.
person is not going to die right now.
Can
Okay.
we work together and very carefully remove her from beneath the cart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to even turn on her token. Her token was sitting there the whole time.
Yeah.
There.
I've managed to stop the bleeding. We need to move her.
Alright, let's get her inside.
All right.
And I'll, between the two of us, I think we can kind of get her lifted up into my arms and I can carry her inside.
Yeah, we can be gentle.
You pick this person up, carry him inside. Are you gonna turn on any lights or anything, or wake anyone else up?
I guess once we get her inside, you're laid down. We can wake Ruby.
Right.
Say, Ruby, we might need some help over here. We got
What? What?
A young woman was found bleeding outside. And,
I've managed to
Dio's-
heal her, but
Dio's managed to get her stabilized, but can you? Not sure what your medical prowess is, but you need some kind of help.
Well, I can certainly see what I can do. Oh my god, who cut off her leg? Dio, that's not how you heal anybody.
obviously I found her like this.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Much better.
While they deal with that, I'm gonna go back out and speak to the horse again,
Okay.
and tell the horse, like, well, we've got your rider stabilized. I think she's probably gonna live. Would you like to stay here the night and see her when she wakes in the morning?
It says, "Are there wolves here?"
I'm not sure, but if you see one, make a ton of noise and out to my best to help you.
I'll stay here if there are no wolves here.
I don't see none now, and don't expect any in the future.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and lead the horse up here, up next to the side of the tower,
Yeah.
so that hopefully it falls within the band of my effect.
Yeah. And I'll assume that the mule was the same way. You guys did that with the mule.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ruby's gonna look this woman over and do I see anything special or anything like that I need to be made aware of, or is it the same kind of stuff that Dio saw?
Make a medicine check.
Will do. What's that? Oh, there it goes. Sorry if this shows
Ooh.
up twice. I apologize.
Jeez. Well, they were both
the
super
fir-
good, so.
The first one didn't show up, and then when I clicked it again, the first one showed up, and the second one showed up. So I
Yeah, there could be
apologize.
a delay.
I was like, maybe I clicked the wrong thing. All right, so 24.
She looks Vistani. She has 3 very nice weapons on her. She also has some empty healing potion vials that have already been used. And a couple of wooden stakes.
How do we feel about Vistani?
Not good, except for Madame Ava, basically.
Okay.
You've heard that they work for Strahd, but Madame Ava does not seem to.
So at that point, I would probably still try to treat this person. I'd let you guys know I think she looks Vistani, just to make sure everyone is aware that is what I interpret. Any other medicine things? Should we disarm her, or?
Also, with that high of a roll, you would know that she seems to have been missing a leg for a long time, and whatever she had replaced it with seems to have been ripped off.
Gotcha.
If she had lost her leg, she probably wouldn't have held consciousness that long. So it seems to have happened a long time ago.
Right. I'm going to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Alright.
20 more healing. So that definitely seems to have her not conscious, but stable and not going to bleed out or anything like that.
Okay. Do I need to use any bandages or anything like that for my inventory? I have something like that in my backpack, I believe.
You see that she's been bitten in several different places. And with that high of a medicine check, I'll say you know that some kind of canine type creature has bitten her.
Okay.
And it probably wouldn't hurt to wrap up her leg, but all of the bite wounds have already been healed up by your magic.
Alright. I let people know that she has been attacked by wolves, is what I believe has happened. Do these look like normal wolf size or larger, or what kind of?
Make a nature check. You don't know. Could be an elephant. You don't know.
Could be an elephant. Who in my party has decent nature kind of stuff? Joe, is that something you have good nature? Talking to animals, I would assume that you have decent nature rolls.
He's a druid.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I do answer myself fishing in nature.
Or is this survival or nature?
You'll have it's nature, and you'll have advantage.
Okay. Well, there's
There you
that
go.
advantage coming into play.
Well, there you go.
With your experience in the Selesnya, they have wolf riders that are sort of their knights / rangers that ride these huge wolves. And this looks like she's been bitten by huge wolves.
Okay.
Are you sure it's not an elephant? My interpretations could have been an elephant.
But it looks like some of the blood on her and her weapons may not be hers. Some of it could be from other things.
Okay. So, having picked up on that, I'm going back out to talk to the horse again.
Okay.
And what can you tell me about what happened to your rider?
We went to the big stone castle. She was gone for a while. She came back, and we rode away. But then the wolves all came out of the woods and chased us. She tried to fight them, but there were too many.
Big wolves?
Yes, big wolves.
Does your rider have a name?
I don't know. Would the horse know the name? Probably not.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you were able to.
It says, I haven't. She hasn't ridden me for very long. Other humans were riding me before.
Were you? Right.
Make an insight check.
My insight says
Ooh. Yeah, based on its description and its limited intelligence, you seem to gather that she stole the horse.
Thank you. And rest well. Do you have a name?
No, probably not. I don't know. Would horses have names for themselves? Probably not.
No.
Maybe their
Might
mom
have-
gave them a
They
name.
might have had names, things that they were called by their previous owners.
That's true.
Well, if they could understand that, then they might understand the others' names too.
Yeah, but how would they be
Well.
able to translate English or another language spoken? You know what I mean?
My horse mothers
Look,
called me Clop
we-
Clop.
We're using magic spells for an elephant to talk to a horse. We can sort of suspend our disbelief on what horses can understand.
Oh.
Fair enough.
All the female horses I
Uh,
meet call me
I mean,
Big
it's like, as far as like intellect and stuff like that. Like, I mean, yeah, you can speak to the horse, but it's not like it's gonna magically give him enough intellect to understand the social implications of a name. That's what I guess. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know.
True. Yeah.
You both raise very good points in this debate.
It's not a debate. I was just saying words with my mouth.
I mean, you gathered that the horse seemed to not want this woman to die. So, judging from that, she didn't seem to have mistreated it.
Well, I'll go back in and share it. Well, best I can tell from speaking to her mouth. Seems as though she might have acquired it through some ill-gotten means. I recommend for our own safety that we keep this woman disarmed so we can speak with her in the morning when she's had an opportunity to rest.
I believe that's prudent.
Okay, so you guys lay her on a bedroll or something and
Take her
Yeah.
weapons.
finish your.
Let's put her on the far side of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep on this side so that You're not able to like sneak past us, as presumably.
Yeah.
Ruby frisks her.
Yay.
Well, I assumed you did that when you did the medicine check. She's got,
Yeah.
like I said, empty healing potion vials and a couple of wooden stakes and some vials of holy water and 3 weapons. One is a very nice rapier and a hand axe and a silvered short sword.
All right. Well,
Does anyone want to hang on to these until she wakes up and we decide to give them back or not?
just somebody keep them in the bag and away from prying eyes, and see where we end up in the morning. You might set your guardian to keep him watch over our door to not let her pass in the event that she's able to slip past us.
Okay. I assume I can kind of relay simple instructions like that to.
Basically, just being
Yeah.
hostile, so that there's place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so
20 points can go away real quick, lady.
yeah. So you continue rotating watches. Nothing else happens during the night, and you finish your long rest. And she still seems to be out when the sun comes out.
Okay. I would like to pray to my God for any kind of guidance here this morning. My God of War. I forget what we named the God of War.
Make
So I
a wisdom check, I guess.
should show up in a second, hopefully.
You don't hear any voices, but you feel like maybe your god would respect a warrior, so would be more likely to trust her. But I mean, the god of war is not necessarily the best person to ask about who to trust. So
Fair enough.
Well, mainly I would be not even be asking about her, as in what kind of tactical things I should equip for the day for my spells.
okay,
Hey God, what do you think I should be doing today with my spell slots?
you should pick spells that protect your allies.
Okay.
That's pretty much what he would say every day.
God, it's so boring. Oh God.
So the rest of you wake up and you see a random Vistani person laying in the back of the tower.
Do they explain to us what's
Yes.
the deal?
I would imagine we would explain.
And if she's still out, I suggest we carry her out to the cart, hook the horse up to her carriage, and be on our way to continue towards that city out to the west. Because I feel like the faster we get to a bigger city, the safer we're going to be, and we can drop those kids off there. And being that she's not in the best physical health and state, I don't think she necessarily gets a say in the matter of where she wants to go right now. And we will just use her horse and cart, and if she's upset about that, well, we didn't steal it, we just borrowed it, she can have it back and be on our way. That's my thought.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose we could try and talk to her here before we leave.
Well, I don't know, based on how injured she is what you guys said, it might be a while before she wakes up.
Try.
Yeah.
Okay, someone make a medicine check with advantage. Either Ruby or Burl, I guess.
Sure. I got +7, so
There you go.
don't
You
mind.
can have advantage because Burl's helping you.
21.
Alright, you feel like she is doing better than she would be otherwise because you guys use so much magical healing on her. So you manage to prop her up and splash a little water on her face, and she starts to come to consciousness. And when she sees you all there, she kind of flinches a little bit, and then tries to take in her surroundings. Looks kind of dizzy.
I'll hand her a water skin.
And I tell her that she's safe, and we have tended to her wounds for now.
She takes a big drink, and then finally, when she stops, she says, "Who are you?"
I want to ask her if she is an ally of Strahd.
Did you follow me here?
No. Are you an ally of Strahd?
Are you?
No. Are you an ally of Strahd?
She looks around at all of you, and she makes a perception check. Let me see. Okay. She looks at Dio for a few seconds, and she says, "No. I am here to destroy Strahd."
Insight on that.
Do it.
Oh, the tree.
I could do Zone of Truth. I mean, she is not our ally, and we are wanting information.
He rolled a 23, it's fine.
Oh, well, Burl-
Yeah, with that high of an insight, it wasn't necessarily Dio that she was looking at. It was his holy symbol that she was looking at.
Oh, well.
That's
That was a delay now. Jeez.
the worship of the Morning Lord, as they call it here, is forbidden by Strahd, and he hates it.
Hmm.
So it's essentially a calling card of someone that doesn't like Strahd.
Fair enough.
Not my overlord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
Does it seem like she's telling the truth? She's not working for Strahd?
But yeah, assuming that she waited to see his symbol before she said that, then
I
it seems
see.
to be. Unless she's just
Right.
saying that because she thinks you guys are.
Well, yeah,
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
if someone was working for Strahd and saw that she was like surrounded and trapped in a room and saw someone that she knew wasn't, that she's gonna lie.
Right.
Right.
She's not gonna unless she's crazy. She's not gonna spit in our faces and
Yeah. But
She
with
does
that,
seem to have some vampire killing equipment, which I don't
Yeah.
think Strahd would be smiling about.
I'll
yeah.
ask her if she works, or ask her if she is an associate of Rudolph Richten's.
Do you know him? Where is he?
We don't know where he is, but we gather that he is a monster hunter, and my character, of course, has been hunting the paranormal for a long time. So
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine that I don't know him, but I've learned a little bit about him since we've been here, and it seems like he hunts evil creatures, and it seems like you are probably an associate of his. That's just what I presume.
So you're here looking for Van Richten?
Nope. Actually, we're just headed out west. We stopped here at this tower because it's safe. We left what was the name of that town?
The one that got overrun?
Yeah. Yeah, we left Wallachia. It's been overrun by creatures. We are just on our way to safety. Headed west. Stopped here because we heard this tower was fortified a little bit and was a safe place to sleep for the night.
Actually, I found a letter in your wagon about Rudolph. and that's why we are interested in who he is.
Oh, was that her wagon?
Yes.
Yep.
I can't say I'm happy about you looking through my things, but I am glad that you didn't blow it up. That would have been annoying.
Yeah, I'm glad to.
Yes, it would have been annoying for us too.
I'm sure you would have missed your chicken.
Yes, that's a very good chicken.
It's a very good chicken.
Did you take any of my things?
I just have his letter here.
Did we take any of her things?
No.
I just took his letter.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think we actually took anything. Surprisingly.
Uh, Van, Van Richten was using this tower as a base. I
So
came
what is
looking
your-
for him. I don't know where he is now.
Our friend here spoke to your horse and said that you were at the castle.
You spoke to my horse.
Yeah, magic is a thing that happens.
Okay.
And I didn't speak to it. The elephant spoke to it.
The Elephant Man.
Come on, lady, suspend your disbelief a little bit.
So you were at the castle. I'm guessing that's the castle that Strahd lives in.
You say our enemies of Strahd? She looks around.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I was walking around there, invisible, scouting, looking for a way to destroy him. I thought I was unseen, but his chamberlain, Rahadin, he's an old elf. He doesn't even use magic. He's just something about him is just dark. I can't describe it. This man was there at his desk. I was invisible. He started talking to me. So I climbed out the window and left.
Is this elf an elf vampire?
No, he's not a vampire. He's not undead.
Elf's bad enough.
I double triple checked that. He's not undead. After I left, Strahd sent his wolves after me, the werewolves. There's a large pack of werewolves that hang on, let me check the map to make sure I'm right. There's a large pack of werewolves that lives in the caves on the other side of the lake.
Do we know how werewolves work here? I mean, if she's been bitten by werewolves, do we need to take any special action?
That's a good question. The only way to be sure would be to cast Remove Curse on her, I guess.
See if Silver.
Would she know how werewolves work? I mean, if we ask her, like,
Um,
and say, like, you were bitten by werewolves, do we need to perform any curse removal or anything?
No, I did not let any of the werewolves get close to me. All I needed to do was hold out this silver sword, and they knew not to get close. It was their
So,
dire wolves that they run with. They sent them out ahead. They were smart enough to do that.
could she tell me if we're about to, if werewolves do that, do I need to remove curse?
I don't think I was bitten by a werewolf, but I wouldn't turn it down.
Okay. I'll go ahead and let's see if my remove curse works.
I mean, I guess if worst of it, you remove a different curse.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
might remove some unknown thing. Well, now your hepatitis is cured, lady.
So, my fiery red-headed friend here,
Which one?
Oh yeah, sorry, I point to Ruby.
The short one.
There are two.
The short one.
Yeah, I forget. Um, she seems to think that you are Vistani. Is that true?
I was born Vistani, yes.
Does she seem proud when she says that, or
No.
how does she seem?
No,
The opposite.
sounded maybe yeah, like the opposite, because the Vistani are kind of allied with Strahd somewhat. Okay. Well, we are not from here, and by here I mean this whole place. We are from far off places, and I let her know that I was brought here against my will by Strahd, and it's my desire to make it home, and that go through the whole enemy of my enemy is my friend type of spiel, and let her know that if she wants to destroy Strahd, that we could potentially be allies to help her do that. See if she'd be willing to help us and give us a lift to that city to the west, as we have these two children with us, and we are still running from whatever things are probably chasing us. The quicker we get there, the better.
Make a persuasion check.
This is not going to be good.
Pretty good.
And by the
Okay.
way, there's
I rolled a
my
night.
curse.
I rolled a 19 and got it because I get -1.
She says thank you when you cast the remove curse on her. She says, Kresk is relatively safe. I went there looking for Van Richten. He was not there.
We had with us some children that we rescued from horrible creatures just yesterday. We need to find a safe place for them to stay. Will we find that for them in Crest?
Yes, that's the best option you have. The people in Kresk are they're good people, relatively. I've heard bad things about the Abbey. I've not gone there yet. I plan to eventually. But the town itself seems okay.
Why have you heard not good things about the Abbey? What are they known for in your eyes?
They say it's haunted. The abbot there, they say he's been there for hundreds of years. Many of them believe that he's Strahd in disguise.
An abbot.
That is very good information. Thank you. I would have trusted, wouldn't have thought the Holy Land of a church that corrupted by Strahd, even after what we've seen. So,
Well, you have to think back to the priest in Barovia.
let me think back for a second. That priest in Barovia had his son
Well.
cursed, and he was feeding him humans.
Well, his
I don't
son
think-
was. It was accidentally. I guess it was his son was turned.
Yeah,
And
he was a vampire
keeping it
spawn.
a secret. Yeah,
He hid
He
him
was
as a secret and
kidnapped people, and he was letting him feed on the kidnapped people.
Yeah.
Which I don't know that Ruby even. Well, unless we probably told Ruby, but
Yeah.
Ruby wasn't there because
Right.
Correct.
found her on the side of the road unconscious.
Yeah. But we definitely would have said something about that at this point.
Well, didn't we go back to Barovia after that?
I don't know, because I think we basically picked you up, and then there was an arm wrestling contest with the Minotaur, and then that was the last time we played.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think that was like in Barovia, the wrestling contest.
No.
Or no, that was camping. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah.
out camping with the
With the
with the
Vistani.
Vistani. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It didn't matter either way.
Right. At any rate,
So
this
she-
isn't our first.
She interested in going to Kresk with us? that 18.
You you saved my life. I think it seems that way.
Oh, we did.
It wouldn't it wouldn't put me out too much to go there.
Excellent.
I would like to investigate this abbey, though I'm not in the shape to do it currently.
Well, what?
Do you all know of Saint Markovia?
Negative. Well, do we?
Would we?
Ireena
know.
Ireena would be the only one that would know.
Okay.
Saint Markovia was a cleric of the Morning Lord, and she healed lots of people and got really popular, and became the leader of a large monastery. And eventually, she had a bunch of paladins pledge their service to her, and they rose up and tried to destroy Strahd. And she almost succeeded, but something prevented her from destroying him, even with all of her holy magic and everything. And she was killed. And her abbey is the abbey at Kresk. That's
So
one of 3 times that there's been uprisings against Strahd.
So you feel that the investigation of this abbey might lead to some answers that will help us destroy Strahd?
She says yes, 3 times. 3 times they've tried to destroy Strahd and failed.
Okay.
I think I came here to warn Van Richten that destroying Strahd like a normal vampire will not work. I need to know more, but I would like to investigate any type of allies. There's some kind of mansion or fortress up in the mountains that was home to an order of knights. They tried to destroy Strahd, but were not successful.
Can
Well,
you
we
tell
don't.
us her name is?
Whose name?
Her name?
Which one? This lady?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
she hasn't said her name yet.
I was about to
I
ask.
said keep.
Uh,
Right. I'm trying to ask her what her
Yeah.
name is.
okay, Ezmerelda.
Ezmerelda. I'm Ireena, and I really want Strahd killed. I'd like to hear your, what you've attempted so far, what you know.
I know that there's something or someone that Strahd has made a pact with. He's more than just a vampire. There's something else here that I don't know. He has some connection to the land, but he also has a connection to some kind of evil god or force or something. I don't know, but he's not going to be easy to destroy.
Can you tell us about these 3 failed uprisings? What do you know about what was tried and where they went wrong?
The most recent, it was a wizard. He battled Strahd on the battlements of Castle Ravenloft. The lights of their spells could be seen all the way from the village of Barovia. And Ireena, you've probably heard stories of this. It happened about 100 years ago. This wizard, he obliterated Strahd with one of his spells. But not an hour later, Strahd returned from the depths of the castle with his body fully regenerated. And the wizard had no more power left, and he was struck down and thrown from the walls of the castle. No one knows who the wizard was or where he came from. But I have a strong suspicion that he was from outside Barovia. There are no wizard schools here. There's no one to teach powerful spells here.
But it seems a common theme amongst at least the people here that are in this tower that there not from here. How does you? What do you know about that? Is what brings people here?
You talking about this tower? Or
You know, the place,
Barovia?
yeah.
Strahd brings people here on purpose. I don't know why. I don't know why he chooses who he chooses, but I believe that he brings people here because their souls are trapped. When they die, they're reincarnated. He wants more souls in his realm.
Specifically, souls he toy with. Because you might as well make it fun.
My mistake was underestimating this Rahadin. I don't know anything about him, but I will spend more time studying before I go back.
Well, we don't have too many leads at this point for destroying Strahd, and that's absolutely something that would probably have to come to in order for us to get back to where we are from. So I have no issue with exploring the Abbey if you would, you know, want us to go with you. I can't speak for the whole group, but I would be willing to do that after we're able to get to Kresk and you're able to heal up and get these kids a place they can be that is safe, and we can come up with a plan and learn what we can about the Abbey before we go there, so that our adventure there would be the most successful.
Okay. I think I'm well enough to travel, but someone will have to help me into the cart.
Fortunately, we have two guys here that are really strong.
Oh, Burl can definitely help.
Burl or Dio, one or the
Mhm.
other.
Burl. I don't
Burl.
want Dio touching her.
Oh,
So, are you guys gonna help her onto the cart and get ready to leave?
yep.
I guess I'll turn off the storm.
We have two carts. We have
Yep.
a mule end cart and then her horse and wagon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which now we have more room because the cart that we had was pretty small, and I had to use my little disc, and some people had to sit on the disc, and some people had to sit on the cart.
She asked you to help her onto the front seat of her wagon,
Yeah.
and after you get her up there, she casts a spell, and a horse appears attached to the wagon out of thin air.
Wait, what about that other horse?
Yeah.
Is it the same horse, or did that other horse
No.
leave? So I want to point. Is this horse still here?
Yeah.
I want to point to that horse and say, "Is that your horse?"
You can have it if you want it.
Okay, never mind. I just put two and two together. Is anybody here like a nature person that cares about animals and wants to take this horse with us so it doesn't just die?
Actually, her spell summons two horses.
Oh.
I had to look it up.
Nice.
And if you look at them closely, they are quasi-real. They're magically tethered to the wagon and cannot be harmed.
Nice. I mean, I guess I can, if this horse allows me to ride it, or allows us to tether it, put a lead on it, connect it to our other little cart over here, we can take it with us.
Yeah. Or someone can just ride it.
We've got our mule and cart for the kids, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then she's gonna ride on the front of this other cart with probably one other person.
A volunteer's tribute.
So someone can ride with the kids, and someone could ride at the horse.
Um,
You probably can't ride a horse,
Can
so
anyone-
I'll see if I can ride a horse.
I mean, I think Dio can ride a horse pretty easily.
Yeah, if he's trained as a knight, he's definitely good at riding horses.
Right.
I didn't know since that kid kind of liked Dio if that made a difference or not. Do the kids seem better today or worse?
A little better.
Okay.
Yeah.
so,
Fred still won't talk, but
Well, I mean,
Ruby,
yeah.
Ruby, are you gonna ride in the cart with the kids?
Yeah, I'll ride in the cart with the kids.
Okay, so we got Dio on a horse, Swain and Ezmerelda on that cart, kids and Ireena on the other cart. I could just become a riding horse, and Ireena can ride. That way we all have transport. Is that right?
you can do
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Swain, make a Arcana check. Ooh. Um, since you're have a more recent interest in wizardry and stuff like that, you notice that Ezmerelda's magic was a little different. You think that maybe she's a sorcerer and she has innate magic.
I
But
want
you've
to,
also heard that Vistani have a lot of sorcery in their blood. It's really common for them.
I want to ask, do you know about how long of a trek this is going to take?
It's not too far. We can make it there in... Oh, let me check the map. I don't think it's very far.
I mean, I just didn't know if it was going to take like multiple hours or like 30 minutes.
Let me see how far it is, according to this ruler.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, it's not that far. You can make it there in a day.
Oh, okay, cool. A day. So something I would like to do, if you're okay with it, while we have time on the road, I want to inquire about her leg and ask her
Okay.
if she has a prosthetic.
I had a prosthetic that was specially built, and it was torn off last night.
Okay. So
I
she doesn't
imagine
have one
the-
on her currently.
I imagine it's just sitting on the road somewhere. Maybe the werewolves took it back to their caves.
Okay. So in the meantime, I don't know if it's possible, but if I can grab, some branch, some wood, and be
Mhm.
able to start carving and building, and then because I have the right tools for the job, so I can basically gather or summon whatever tools I need. And
Yeah.
I want to use my tinkering, and essentially I want to craft her a new artificial leg, and then I can use one of my what do you call it, magical tinkerings, and imbue it with a magical effect to give it a static visual effect to make it look like her boot, so that it doesn't look like she's actually missing a leg.
Hmm.
Can I do that on the trip there?
Yeah. I mean, in her art, it looks like her leg was built by an artificer. So, I guess you can start working on it during the trip. So make a I don't know if you can roll tools from that, but roll intelligence plus proficiency for your tinkering tools.
That would be like Arcana, the same as Arcana, I guess. I'll just do
Yeah.
that. Oof.
Okay, so you're trying to get a rough start. She doesn't seem to be opposed to the idea of you making her one, but it seems like maybe she's not sure of your skills yet. You guys cross another bridge that reminds you of the bridge that you saw Strahd before, but there's no monsters there this time. And on
Good.
both sides of the road during this trip, you just see all forest. And this road has been cut through the forest probably a long time ago.
Can I inquire also about those symbols on the door? If she knows anything about those?
Uh, those were left by the wizard that built the tower. Some kind of these old wizards with their towers. They always have these puzzles and quirky things to amuse themselves. I don't know what it is. It probably it's it probably lets you up to the top.
I see.
So you never, well, never mind, I'm a horse.
Uh,
Never mind, I'm a horse.
Van Richten must have figured it out because it seems as though he wasn't camping on the bottom floor like we did tonight, last night.
If you going up through the bottom floor actually teleports you to the middle of a desert.
Oh, desert. I tried throwing a rock and it disappeared, so that I stopped. Is there
So
anything
when we
else
get
you guys want to do on the road?
find out where we need to take these kids when we get there, eat, give her food, and then I guess that's really all we need to. All I need to do. I can't think of anything else we would do collectively.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
I guess I could cast, before we left, I probably would have cast Red Berries. Those are only good for a day.
Mm-hmm.
Redistribute those.
Yeah.
Does Ezmerelda, being that she is a sorcerer and she's knows about wizards towers and stuff like that, she doesn't happen to have any wizards spell books, does she?
No, all of my magic is self-taught Vistani magic. But
Gotcha. I just didn't know if you found one or something.
it wouldn't surprise me if there were some in that tower if you figured out how to get to the top.
Yeah.
So, anything else before you guys get there?
I mean, normally I would say while we're traveling, I would try and gather ingredients to try and get for a potion, but again, I'm a horse.
Yeah.
Do whoever is with the kids, do you want to try to talk to them and kind of prepare them for understanding that their parents are basically gone and they're not going to be able to see them again and they're going to have to find a new home and that's where we're taking them? Or do we just want to like wait till we get there and be like, yeah, so here's the thing.
So, you see, after maybe about 8 hours, you see a road branching north, and it climbs up a rocky road ending at a gatehouse with a 20-foot high wall of stone with buttresses every 50 feet. And the settlement is on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. It's not the big mountain, which is south. It's kind of a smaller one. And beyond the walls, you can see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin wisps of smoke. You can hear the toll of a bell. It comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting. It's a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog that you've grown accustomed to. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that lead up from the walled settlement to the abbey.
Wait, are we going to the abbey then?
No, the abbey's up beyond the town.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I was like, where is that? Okay.
And from here, before you turn off to go to Kresk, you can see in the distance a wall of mist that seems to be the border of Strahd's domain. Because this wall is just all encompassing.
So it's the mist that kills you.
And it's a similar wall to what you saw on the opposite end when we came in, near where we were attacked by those death dogs or whatever. It's just a solid wall of mist. And the road that you're on now seems to be just forest on both sides along the river until you hit that wall of mist, and then it just ends. You can't see beyond it. The road turns off to the right. Ezmerelda turns her cart off, and the rest of you follow. And it goes west for... That's not west, that's north. Anyway, it goes north for about a mile until you get to the gatehouse of Kresk. The air gets colder when you approach the walled settlement. There's 2 square towers with peaked roofs that flank a stone archway, in which there's set a pair of 12-foot tall iron-bound wooden doors. Carved into the arch above the doors is Kresk, Krezk. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high, and atop the parapet you can see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears, and they seem to be watching you nervously as you approach.
So you know these guys?
Ezmerelda says, I had to give them wine to let me in last time. I don't know if I have any more.
Okay, well, in that case, let's just see.
She says, they don't seem to like Fistani. Does anybody else want to try to talk to them?
I will. I can, I guess, I don't know how easy or hard it would be to get some flasks, or not flasks, but like more water skins or whatever, but I can actually use the alchemy jug to produce a gallon of wine.
Okay.
And I'll see if I can produce a gallon of wine and be like, yo, I brought you this wine, you need to come in, yo, we're good, all that business.
So you're going to shout up at him?
Hello! May we enter?
Can everybody see the map
Yeah.
once it loads? I'll just use... whoops. Use that to show where you guys are. So you're right there at the bottom.
Okay.
Whenever you shout up at the guards, they say, "Who are you?"
I'll let him know. My name is Swain, and we are here. And I'm gonna let them know that we have a couple of children that we have saved that are looking for shelter, and we're looking for food and lodging.
Make a persuasion check.
Oof. And I have a gallon of wine for you.
Okay, make a persuasion check with advantage. It's really good.
Dang.
One of them says, "Are you the ones that took our wine?
No.
Why don't you give it back?"
I didn't take your wine, but I can give you wine.
We were supposed to get wine in 2 weeks ago. They never came.
I am sorry about that. We are not from here. And so I can't do anything about that. But I can give you wine.
You outsiders.
Yeah, we just got here from, and I can't remember the name of the Valaki.
Yeah, Falaki.
We just left Valaki.
Gesundheit.
Thanks.
Give me a sec. One of them goes down, and two of them open the big doors, and the guy that was talking comes out, just wearing like leather armor and a little helmet and a spear. And he walks up and he says, "Where's the wine?"
I'm gonna give him the water skins that I have now poured full of wine for the alchemy jug.
He takes one and he sniffs it, and he takes a drink, and he says, that ain't the good stuff, but it's all right. Let me go get the. You wait here. Let me go get the burgomaster." And he takes all of your wineskins and leaves. Goes back in and shuts the door again.
Okay.
And is there anything you guys want to do while you wait?
How long have you been traveling?
Say it again.
How long have we been traveling?
About 8 hours.
Well, I only have 6 total hours of horse, so I will unfortunately be no longer a horse.
Okay,
No,
it's not a big deal.
I'm
Someone can ride in the wagon.
rest again. So
Or I could always just summon the disc if I need to again too.
Yeah.
that may have been what you needed to do for the last couple hours of it.
Gotta work. On the walls, you can see archers set up. It looks like this is pretty well fortified considering how poor this place is. But it does look old and kind of run down, but they're doing the best they can, it seems like. About 10 minutes later, the doors open up again, and a man comes out. Let me see if I can find a picture. All of the NPCs in this whole module look evil, so let's see if this guy looks evil.
Byagia. Byagia miasya.
No, he doesn't look that bad. Okay. So it's the man in this picture. He's a short, overweight man with a little white beard, bald. And he's not holding a sword right now. And he comes out and looks around at all of you and gives a weird look at the elephant man. He says, "Where are you from?"
Well, we're not from around here. We were brought here against our will, and now we're stuck here, much like many other people are. And we're just looking for a way, a place to stay, some food to eat. The last place we were at, Valakia, apparently got overrun by some monsters, and so we heard that this place was pretty sweet, so we thought we'd come and give y'all some money and eat some food and hang out here for a while.
Is the devil hunting you?
No, actually.
Make a persuasion check. If anyone else wants to speak up to help him, you can.
Technically, though, he's not hunting us. He, because we have what's her face with us. He actually is the opposite. He, instead of hunting us, he wants us to come to him, and he wants her to fall in love with him. So I'm just,
I'll step up and like, well, clearly I'm not from this place, and we certainly mean you no harm. We're just travelers seeking a way home.
Okay, Burl, make a persuasion check too.
mine was 16, by the way.
Okay. He sees the children back in the other cart, and he says, "Hang on a minute," and he quickly walks around to the back where the mule cart is with the kids, and he looks at him for a second. He says, and he looks a little disappointed, and he says, "Where'd you find them? Is that your kids?"
No,
Oh,
saved him from some hag that was trying to kill him and eat him.
A hag?
Yeah, you know, one of those old witch-looking creatures. Kidnaps kids, cuts them up, puts them in food.
Have you seen any werewolves out there?
I've not seen any, but I know that there are werewolves out there.
And Ezmerelda said, "Yeah, I fought some last night. One of them took my leg off," and she raises her leg up, and he goes, "Ugh!"
Oh, nice.
Didn't eat it, just took it off.
You should still not lying. They did take it.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "We got some kids missing from town. My son, my last surviving son. We think he was taken by the werewolves with a few others. I don't know why they're taking kids. You say hags are taking kids.
Yeah, it's been a problem. I mean, people have been going missing from Wallachia. People were going missing from Rovia. I mean, just I don't know. I don't know why. That's actually part of the reason why we're here too. We saved these kids, but we can't take them back to their home because their homes got destroyed. So we're trying to find a place for them to stay that would be safe here.
And Dio, you remember, it still latches onto your memory,
Right.
that woman in Barovia village that said that her
Yes.
daughter was taken. You
Yep.
guys still haven't found her.
Guinevere, is that her name?
Her name was Gertruda.
Or
Gertruda.
Gertruda. Yep.
have you had anyone in town selling something called a dream pie?
I believe there was a traveling lady who's come here a few times to sell pies. I think she mainly sells over in the east.
Well,
Was she in town around the same time that the boy went missing?
Not that I recall.
Well,
Well.
we believe that these children here were taken by this saleswoman. I believe she was the hag he spoke of.
yeah. So if any old ladies come in here trying to sell some dream pies, you might want to kill them, kick them out.
He says, "Say, you've been fought some werewolves," you said. "You look like fighters." And he looks at Dio with his armor and all that, and Ruby with her armor. He says, "I will treat you to the finest hospitality that my town can offer, and anything else you ask, if you will go and try to save my son, if he's still alive."
Good your crate.
What?
Oh, you said go to your crate. I thought you were talking to us and asking about a creek. I just now
Oh,
what you were
right.
saying. I was like,
apologize.
Chicken Creek. What the heck is Chicken Creek? Am I missing something here?
I apologize.
Okay. No, you're fine.
Well, Dio's
And then-
gonna say, yeah, of course, we will. I feel like we have to. We have to at least try.
And then the guard captain on the battlement says, "Tell him to go find the wine too."
I just gave you a gallon of wine.
And he just looks angrily up at the captain and turns back. And he says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please come in. Open the doors." They open them up, and you guys ride in.
When you're at.
So does this burgermaster? I'm gonna ask him. So these two orphans that we have here, where in this town do we need to take them? Who would be able to take care of them and keep them safe and give them a good life?
my my wife would take care of them for a short time. I don't think she would agree to raising children while her last surviving child is held captive, but
Surely there
I
would
could
be
convince her to look
somebody
after
that
them
could
for a
help.
little while
Okay.
until we find something else. If you if you save my son or even try, I will I will find a home for these kids. I will do everything I can.
Sweet.
Well, I suppose that definitely settles it then.
Well, sir, do you said you believed that the boy was taken by werewolves, but what leads you to believe that?
We had a werewolf attack in the North Woods up on the hill.
Hmm.
We had a couple of guards killed, and some of the kids that were out by the sanctuary were gone.
Hmm.
I don't. Doesn't seem to be much doubt that it was the werewolves that took them. We've heard of them taking kids before. We don't know why.
Do you know where they came from? You said they came from the north.
Yes, the northeast, somewhere up there they have a den. We've had we've had them attack our caravans before, but this seems strange. I I'm I'm sorry if I sound paranoid, but I think Strahd sent them to take my last heir so that the Kreskow family line would end.
I'm gonna tell him that based on the things that I've seen from this whole place since I've been here, that doesn't sound paranoid at all to me. It sounds very much like a concern that is well placed.
It doesn't say what. Uh, it doesn't say any of the buildings in here, so it's time for the old tavern name generator.
Heck yeah.
Uh,
The Werewolf Inn. No.
The whole prospect of going and fighting werewolves. Do you all have equipment or someone that could take us to where you think these werewolves are? Or are you completely asking and relying on someone to take care of this?
God, these random names are too ridiculous. I'm sorry. Like the Automatic Panda Tavern, the Delirious Lobster Tavern. I don't think I can
What's
use
the
any
name
of
of
these.
this city?
Kresk.
Kresk?
I'll just say it's called
The
the sun.
Kreskin.
It's called the Sunrise Tavern. The Sunrise, and
Sunrise Tavern.
it's a yeah. It's not a it's a very not raunchy tavern. Very mild place. Um, so the burgomaster leads you there, and he says he goes to the bartender and tells them that he'll pay for your rooms for the night and gets rooms for the children, and he says that he will ask his wife to come and talk to the kids and look after them for tonight. Um,
Sweet.
he says if if you would all go tomorrow to try to find my son, I can send a few of my men to scout ahead. They can't fight werewolves, but I don't want to lose any more men. But that's the best I can do for you. And if any of you need weapons, we have a few.
Sweet.
Any of you that can't fight, you're welcome to stay here. We have a sacred pool in the north end of the village. It has healing waters. I know at least one of you is injured that could help you. There's a shrine to the Morning Lord there. It's an ancient shrine. The waters have been consecrated since before my family even settled here. But don't go to the abbey. Don't climb the hill.
Okay.
Now, why do you say that?
Because it's haunted.
It was once a hospital and a convent, but after the land was swallowed up by the mists and Saint Markovia was killed, some of the clergy fell prey to Strahd. Others went mad, either starved themselves to death or worse. And then over a century ago, some man called the abbot showed up in town, and he demanded that the monastery be reopened. But as far as I know, no one else lives there but him. Some say he comes down at night and visits our sacred pool, but I've never seen it for myself. I don't know anyone alive that's been up there. I have men posted it on the road to keep people from going up there. It's said that people hear screams and inhuman laughter coming from up there, but I don't know if that's superstition or not. Some say that the man is Strahd in disguise. They say that Strahd can take on the guise of other people. I'm not sure I buy that. I don't see any reason why Strahd would want to hang out in the home of his greatest enemy, or one of his greatest enemies, for seemingly no apparent reason other than to creep us out.
So, what is good to eat here?
We grow our own food right outside the town. We don't have much, but we survive. The wine from the vineyard south of here, the Wizard of Wines, they provide very good wine. That's one of the main reasons why our people stay happy. That and our shrine.
Well, all right then. Well, I guess we'll eat and see you in the morning.
He buys you all dinner from the tavern. He seems to be like
Over the moon about people here helping his son.
those of you. Well, yeah, but those of you that are from outside of Barovia can see he's kind of acts like a noble in terms of trying to seem important and like makes like wants to be liked and wants his subjects to think he's awesome and all that stuff.
Right.
But Barovia doesn't really have nobility. I mean, there's like a few, there's a few cities that have like a noble like mayor, but that's about it. But this guy tries to be a noble. He's dressed nicer than everyone else, and he has the nicest house. And he tries really hard to make all the people like him. So now that you guys are in Kresk, what do you want to do besides eat and sleep?
I want to ask around about this abbey.
I want to check out this pool.
Okay.
I can do that first because I'm gonna go get some cheesecake out of the fridge.
All right. I assume the cleric and paladin would probably want to check out the pool, right?
Yep, that would be right.
Yes.
Is anybody else gonna?
Get it with the Abbey. Anything that could further our mission against Strahd.
Okay, so Ireena and Swain are gonna ask around about the abbey, and the other three are gonna go up to the sacred pool. So you guys walk up the roads across town, and you guys walk all the way up here, and you can see.
What?
almost none surrounding the town except for the wood. But there's like trees littered all through the town.
Yeah, they grow trees on purpose in their town for firewood
Okay.
So they don't
because
have
it's
to
really
travel.
cold here.
So they won't have to venture out. Okay.
Let me see here. It operates as a commune with no exports or money-making businesses. And so I said he was paying for your food, but I guess your food's free anyway. Um,
There
Villagers
you
grow
go.
trees and vegetables, cut wood to heat their homes, raise chickens and pigs. They share their food. A few villagers have cows and mules, but there are no horses in Kresk, except for the one that you brought. And it also says characters that are willing to chop wood, milk cows, or perform other chores can spend the night at the burgomaster's cottage or some other residence. I mean, you guys have already kind of gotten into good graces, so you don't have to do that. But so yeah, that's
Pretty
what all
sure
the
Dia
trees are
would have
for.
done that anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, you guys are heading up to the pool. Um,
What sort of locations do we see along the way? Is this mostly just houses, or you said there's not a
yeah,
lot of money making going on here?
yeah, fairly small cottages. Um,
But
there's a
you,
blacksmith and what else would there be? An apothecary, and that's pretty much it.
okay.
And then there's this little shrine gazebo you see. Um, Even under the gray skies, the pool at the north end of the village shimmers and sparkles. Near its shore, there's an old gazebo that's on the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare chested man, its paint chipped and faded, stands in the gazebo with arms outstretched, as though waiting to be embraced. Uh, you three that are going to the pool, make a perception check. Oh, okay. There you go.
We see it. Whatever it is.
Um, this statue kind of looks like Strahd,
Okay.
except it's a little skinnier. The face is a little longer, but it looks really similar. The hair's fixed differently,
You
and
said it's really very old and made of wood.
yeah, and there's symbols of the Morning Lord all around, which obviously would be weird if it was a statue of Strahd.
Right.
Right.
And yeah, you see this pond here that, like, the water is so clear that it's basically sparkling when you look at it, even though the sun is so gray here.
I want to touch the water.
When you touch the water, you can feel like a heat to it that feels similar to when you feel healing magic.
Hmm. Are there any other people around?
There's a guard near the gazebo who's watching you, but hasn't said anything.
I'm
And
gonna.
no, there's probably no one else here right now.
Okay. I want to approach the guard.
Okay.
Good evening, sir. We're new here in town. We've been invited in by the. What do you call him? The Baron.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been invited in by the Baron and mentioned this pool, so our curiosity was piqued, and we came to investigate. What's local etiquette here? We certainly don't want to step on anyone's toes.
You can take a little water, drink it, touch it. You can pray in the pool or whatever. Don't touch the gazebo. It's really old.
Okay.
That's basically why I'm here.
So if we took some of this water, like what can you tell us about this water here?
They say it's healing. Uh, my grandma said it used to be a lot more healing years ago. It seems she says it's weakened, but it still seems to be healing. I heard someone got bit stung by wasps. They were all swelled up. And they poured some of this water on it, and it cleared it up almost immediately.
Hmm.
But this gazebo is pretty frail. If this thing went down, this town would kill their spirits. It's too important. That's why the
What's
Baron's got somebody here protecting it.
what's the statue of?
I'm not sure. I guess that's the Morning Lord. Never really know what he looks like.
All right. So you
Joe?
said it's fine. It's okay to take the water from the pool.
Yeah, yeah. Don't be filling up, big buckets full, but yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. So I
And
want to take I guess I'll take an empty potion vial and just fill it up.
okay. Dio, you instantly know it's like an obvious thing to you that the Morning Lord, also known as the Dawn Star, is never portrayed as a person, and it's most certainly not a statue of the Morning Lord.
No.
It's not necessarily like heretical like a Muhammad depiction, but it's just not something that they do.
Right. There's something that hasn't been done.
Yeah.
There's just no precedence for it.
Does anyone have detect good and evil?
I mean, I've got divine sense. It's kind of built in. I can use
I don't have detect good and evil today, so
I can use divine sense.
Okay.
Oh,
Make a religion check to
Okay.
decipher what you see.
Ooh.
Okay, so there seems to be some kind of benevolent spirit like force in the area around the statue in the pool. And you can pick up undead, so that's why you can pick that up. But it definitely doesn't seem evil. And there's also just the general holy presence from the pool that is way stronger than the spirit. The spirit's like really faint.
and nothing from the statue, nothing weird about it.
No.
Okay. I will fill up something, look at my equipment, see what I have. If I have a canteen or something.
Okay.
does it just look like water in the potion vial?
Yeah.
Does it? I mean, it. Does it look more like water, or does it look more like White Claw?
It looks like water. It's just
Okay.
really sparkly. So, the first time that someone drinks the water, they gain the benefit of the Lesser Restoration spell.
Well, I'm not drinking. I'm just filling.
I'm just letting you guys know what you can do with
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill my water skin up. I'll put that in my notes.
So it can cure blindness, deafness, paralysis, and poison.
Dang.
What about lycanthropy?
Probably not. That'd probably be greater restoration. Or remove curse. And from here you can see the road that leads up to the abbey.
How can I ask if I fill my water skin with that? How much would I have to drink up to get that lesser restoration?
Well, it's the first time you drink it, so
Okay,
you can just take a chug, but it's a one-time thing per person.
but I could share that with other people.
Yeah,
Like I could get more. That's basically what I'm saying. I can get more too. It'd be like a water skin could give several people restoration,
yeah.
lesser restoration. Okay.
And you guys can see up here is this road. There's the abbey, and there's like a. You can see there's an opening here where you can see it, and uh, it doesn't look like you could get up there without taking the road unless you have like mountain climbing gear. And let's see. Um, Dio, make a perception check, I guess.
Okay. Let's see.
So which direction is that? The
Nope.
abbey?
God.
Nope.
What did-
Okay. You guys are the abbey's right there. You guys are where the Burl thing is.
Can I make a perception check or give?
Uh,
The abbey,
No, I don't
the
think
abbey
so.
that he told not to go to. That's right here.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Multiple people have said not to go there.
It looks like that's a hill with a road
Yeah.
sweeping back and forth up there, and it looks like it's also walled off in that area.
Yeah, it is. I think these tiny little black triangles are supposed to be like elevation.
Yeah. I think it's showing the up and down.
Right. Yeah.
I was
Like
thinking
that's-
like. Anyway, go ahead.
So I crit failed my perception check.
Okay, so you're good.
Okay.
You don't die.
Nice. Cool.
So the two of you that are carousing, um, one of you can make a charisma check, persuasion check, I guess. Either one of you. I don't know if either of you have high
The
persuasion, but
carousers are
Ireena and Swain.
I have +8.
Oh, persuasion.
Or, I can't read.
So better than
+1.
Yeah, it's still better than his.
I don't know if Tommy's
Okay.
back.
Yeah, I'm right.
Okay, what's yours?
It's -1.
Damn.
Well,
Okay. Um, people definitely seem scared of it. I'll say that the only person that you can really get to talk to you after the Baron leaves is the waiter, which is a 50-year-old guy with that looks like he's cut way too much wood in his life, and now he's trying to run a tavern. He
So-
has to talk to you because he's your waiter.
I guess I'll talk to Ezmerelda and share what I know about paranormal, find out what she knows about it, so we can come up with a plan. I know this guy mentioned weapons. Would my character know that does silver hurt werewolves here?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, here you don't know, but based on
That's
what
right.
Ezmerelda said, you would assume so.
Okay, because I think where I'm from, it would be the case.
Yeah.
I would know that. By the way, I sent you in Facebook my character backstory from when we originally did this, because you didn't actually see that because you were a player.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I figured I'd share that information with her, and then try to see what kind of armaments we can get to prepare ourselves in the event that werewolves attack. Because he told us not to go to the abbey, and he wants us to help his son. Definitely still going to the abbey.
Okay.
Because after talking with her, like, you know, I am actually less concerned about his son. I mean, you know,
Mhm.
if I come across him, I'm not just gonna like leave him for dead. I'm definitely gonna help him, but at the same time, I'm trying to get back home, and that's kind of like my main priority. And if defeating Strahd is what it's gonna come down to, and he's the one that's sticking with us and toying with us, arming myself with all the information about what works against him and what doesn't work is really the biggest lead that I think we have. And so this Abbey and working with Ezmerelda is where my character probably perceives to be his main course of action at this point. So I think I'd partner with her and see what kind of weapons and stuff we can get in case werewolves become a problem for her again, and in case we have to deal with them to help save the Burgermaster's son, but also because if this place is supposedly haunted, we'll probably be dealing with some sort of supernatural creatures there as well.
So you go to her wagon, and she's inside there with a few candles lit, and she's playing with her Taroka cards. And she says, "Come in, come in." And she says, I agree with you about the Baron's son. I wouldn't not save him, but that's not really my priority, to be perfectly honest. There's a lot of children that die here, and anywhere else, every place, but especially here.
I think that every hour we waste looking at him is one less hour we have defeating Strahd, which in the end, it seems like this place for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years has been a hellhole because of Strahd, and eliminating him is really the best thing we can do.
Killing werewolves is a good thing, but it seems really dangerous. There were at least 20 werewolves chasing me. One in particular was big. He had some kind of armor, and they had dozens and dozens of wolves in their pack following them like pets.
Well, information is the strongest weapon.
She says, "If you go there, take my silver sword." And she says, "Can you drag that chest over here for me?
Sure, and I'll drag the chest over.
It's heavy," and you drag it over, and she digs around in it, and she pulls out like a wad of silk and unwraps a silver dagger, and she says, "These two are all I have. If you survive, bring them back to me, but
Yeah.
I don't need them to kill Strahd. I just need them to kill his minions."
Sweet. Then, from there, if this place is haunted, does she know anything about ghosts and spirits, or what else weapons would be good at the Abbey?
She says, "The cards show a great light at the Abbey. At least when I try to divine my fortunes going there. I see a great light, but I don't see any good omens. It doesn't really make sense.
Okay.
Of course, you can't always trust. I don't know if you are one that would. You don't seem like the type that would trust fortune tellers, but trust me when I say the cards never lie. It's only the interpretation that is at fault."
I can understand that. So yeah, I guess I will go. If the burger, like the other thing that my character would want to do is speak to the Burgermaster. He offered to help us get other weapons and stuff that we may need for this.
Mm-hmm. If
And
you
I would
go
like
and talk
to
to him, you find out that he doesn't really have any good weapons. He has basic weapons.
bull crap. That's some bull crap. He's full of.
But to
himself.
him, they're good weapons.
I'm gonna make sure
Because
that I let him know that these are junk and not take anything.
that's like the best. They're the best weapons that the blacksmith can produce here. But it's like
Okay.
it's like I mean it's like a small town and there's no
Oh,
economy.
I
So
don't want to hurt the blacksmith's feelings. So. But
These are good weapons for normal people.
Yeah.
If the guys come back and let me know it's like magical water, I'll stop by and grab, some of that to take with me. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's all that I would want to do then.
So, Ireena, you learn from talking to people, mostly the waiter, that the Baron, his 14-year-old son was kidnapped, and he
Right.
was the last of his 4 children. Uh, one died from miscarriage, and the other 2 died much older when they were from illness. And it's basically the only bloodline left from his family.
Does
And
this
he's
son have a name? That way we can know who we're looking for.
his name's Ilya.
Really, that sounds like a chick.
Yeah, it kind of
I ain't
does,
judging.
but that's what it
I ain't
says. So.
judging. It's 2020.
And you already know that the abbey is named after the priest of the Morning Lord, Saint Markovia, who battled Strahd and lost.
Loser.
Right. I guess I want to know if anyone in our party is equipped to deal with ghosts.
That you'd probably have to ask Swain about that.
About what? I'm sorry.
Um, is anyone in our party equipped to deal with ghosts?
Oh yeah. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I'm a ghost busted boy.
He would know more about it than anyone else here. So, besides maybe Ezmerelda.
Right. So we need to go.
I didn't hear the first that I got cut off. What?
I said we need to go there. So,
Yeah.
since no one around here seems to have been there or know much about it, other than that they hear it, maybe we should just go and see what we find.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I have some spells that I know can help deal with ghosts. I have some spells that stop people from being possessed by them, that type of stuff. Being that my character is hunted, at least in my, I don't know how ghosts are in here, but the ghosts like from the Forgotten Realms where my character is from, I know a lot about those types of ghosts and that they are resistant and immune to lots of different things, and not many things hurt them. And so it's important to have magical protection, but also magical weapons.
So do skills like stealth, sneaking, get past ghosts, or no?
In my personal experience, ghosts can still be bamboozled, so to speak, but they have the capacity sometimes to like go through walls, shift through objects because they're not necessarily like solid, if that makes sense. So it's
Yeah.
really hard to sometimes sneak up on a ghost because ghosts could just be like hanging out in the wall and you not really know.
Right.
But
So,
I mean, it's not necessarily impossible. Excuse me.
so you want to meet up with everyone?
Yeah, I think that's sounds good to me.
Okay, so they come back and tell you about the healing waters. And are you going to try to convince them to go to the abbey?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Well, first of all, we want to go to the abbey with Ezmerelda. Is she in a state yet where she's healed up enough to go? Because part of what we were going to do was let her rest up, and she was going to go with us, right?
She can't really walk, and she probably couldn't fight well, but
Well, she wanted to go to the abbey, is what she was saying. So,
yeah.
how long is it going to take before she's ready to actually go to the abbey?
If you successfully built her a prosthetic, then maybe a few days. because the healing water can help. But I mean, you can go without her.
Okay. Excuse me. Well, that's what my character's thinking.
Well, I do believe that we made a bit of agreement with the gentleman who brought us into town that under the pretext of us doing something for him, he would give us the best aid he could. I sure would not feel right about turning our nose up to that.
He said he posted guards at the entrance to the road up to the Abbey, so you guys would need to sneak past them.
Right.
We can't just leave the town? Or is the Abbey like setting over the top of the town?
The entrance to
Yeah,
the
it's at the top of the town.
yeah, you have
Right.
to take the road up there that starts in the
So-
town.
Like people would see us coming. They had
Yeah,
guards posted. up
unless
there.
you went at night and snuck in there.
And so they know exactly where this kid is at then, is what I'm guessing.
They're fairly confident where he is.
Right. They mentioned a den that was what, to the north,
Yeah, northeast.
northeast.
Well, do you guys think we can handle 20 giant werewolves? One with armor? Because that sounds about what we're dealing with, according to Ezmerelda.
Do we wait? Are these the same werewolves that we think attacked her?
I
So
mean,
she got attacked near the castle. Are we near the castle?
No, but she was attacked on the road back from the castle, and they
On the road back from the castle?
yeah, and she mentioned a werewolf den, and this guy mentioned a werewolf den. So either there's multiple werewolf dens or it's the same things.
Just based on geography, how likely is it that it's due to the same werewolves?
Well, Esmeralda said that they're on the other side of the lake, which is to the northeast of here.
So pretty likely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go scope it out safely, I would be fine with doing that, as I know Ezmerelda wants to go to the abbot with us. And that would give her a little time to heal up. So I guess we could go scout that and put in the, I guess, due diligence. See if we can find this kid. I can't imagine he's alive.
Certainly want to learn what we can about the Strahd fella. It sounds like this Abbey's as good a place as any to look. But I also don't feel right about accepting aid from someone under pretext and then just moving on and pretending like it didn't happen.
I also want to know what's happening to the. This seems to be a common pattern. People just going missing. Children in particular.
So if you are going to go the next morning to the werewolves, then you have the option of going to the Abbey tonight or waiting.
I would say I would want to wait, because I want to be able to give the Abbey my full attention, and I don't want to rush it.
And you want Ezmerelda to go too.
Well, if she can go,
Yeah.
she can go. If she can't, she can't. That's, I mean, if we do wait longer, maybe she can go, which would be cool. But I want my full attention to be on the Abbey, and my character to become, I don't want to get like wrapped up in the Abbey and then have to turn around and I'm like, so I would probably just say, let's just go the next morning to check out the werewolves and then come back.
So let me see. I'm gonna see if Esmeralda has any useful spells.
I will say that we are going to move into a place that we believe might be truly haunted by spirits of the dead. Where I'm from, we've got a whole faction of folk that sort of, once they've moved on from life, they come back as exactly the friendliest of folks, but I have familiarity with them. And, I'd like to best prepare myself to interact with them before we make that venture. I think this evening might not be a good time for that.
So the best Ezmerelda can do is give 3 people dark vision for 8 hours.
Actually, pretty dope.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Sure would be
I think-
mighty useful.
I think that Dan and I are the only ones that actually have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
whoever
anyone else
wants
has it.
Can have it.
So the other 3 people could actually get dark vision.
So she loans you a +1 silver short sword and a +1 silver dagger, and she gives uh, Ireena, Burl, and Dio dark vision for 8 hours.
Okay.
And she
How's
can
the
make someone invisible for 10 minutes, or protection for 10 minutes, but that's not going to help, so.
Is this short sword? Anybody else use an actual short sword?
It can be dex or strength.
Ireena.
I can, yeah.
I mean, do you normally use a short sword? What do you normally use?
Are these my weapons or my proficiency?
Those are your proficiency.
Okay, so
Normally she right here.
yeah, I use a rapier.
Okay, then yeah, she should probably take the sword then.
Because you can have them both on and just pull out whatever you feel like you need at the time.
What are you going to do with the dagger?
Let's see.
I mean,
you use a hammer, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I can carry a dagger. Nobody else feels like they're going to use it, but
What's your
if
dex?
someone's going to use it.
What's your dex?
My dex is 0. It's
Yeah,
10.
So don't carry the dagger. Give it to somebody with better dex.
Yeah.
Dio,
Completely understandable.
Your dex.
Oh, it's not good. It's +0.
Burl. Got any dex, dog?
I don't see Aloxodon being too dexterous.
Okay. Well, I'll take the dagger then, because I get a +2.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll work.
Yeah.
That way, if one of us is down, we still have a silver weapon.
Right.
Okay, so you guys are going to rest here. Is there anything you want to do before you sleep?
I guess if there's anything in the town and there's a blacksmith, do they have any amount of silver here for sale, or jewelry, or anything else?
You could probably scrounge up some silver, but it would take a while for him to make a weapon out of it.
I don't need him to make a weapon out of it. If I could scrounge up some silver, could I maybe have him melt it down for me and tip some bullets with it? Some little bullets for my gun?
Make a persuasion check. I'll say
Here we
make
go,
it with
Nick.
advantage because of the Baron.
Okay. Boom.
Nice.
Okay, so the Baron finds. He says he has silver cutlery, but he only finds 2 spoons. So the blacksmith makes 2 silver bullets.
Okay, boys. 2 silver
Gotcha.
bullets. I'm all in on that.
And that only takes him like probably an hour to heat up the forge and 5 minutes to make the bullets.
Yeah, then not much. Cool. Yeah, that's all I think I want to do in preparation for the next day. I guess I can check the spells real quick to see if I need to change them.
We're going to check out the werewolves during the day. Is our next plan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, you could go at night if you want, but
Yeah.
That sounds worse.
Sounds way worse.
Sounds not cool.
They're probably not in their den at night anyway. They're probably roaming.
Probably.
So
Yeah.
potentially they're asleep during the day,
yeah, potentially.
so that might make it easier for us.
Right.
Is anyone,
I got the
is
hiccups.
anyone
I'm so sorry.
amongst our group familiar with werewolves? I guess Ezmerelda is.
Yeah. So, just for some backstory on my character, he is not quite a Van Helsing-esque character. He's a character who was wrapped up in a place that was there's a lot of good inventions and really smart people and a lot of intelligence there, but they worshipped like a god of like war or whatever, and so there was also just a lot of like things that they did where they were worshiping this god, and like those two things with me like conflicted really heavy. So I have a lot of expertise in like being an artificer and building stuff and inventions and intelligence, but then I also have a lot of stuff and knowledge about religion and stuff like that. And due to the circumstances that kind of happened in my life, I found myself traveling in search of answers for the supernatural and the paranormal before I got sucked into Barovia. So my character knows about like ghosts and werewolves and things like that. Because I'm not quite Van Helsing, but those are the things that interest my character.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do?
Short answer to my question, or my question that prompted this is: does anyone know, would werewolves be considered humanoid?
Yes, they're humanoid change shapeshifter.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be more that, or like some sort of like aberration or something.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Before we rest, I'm going to cast Goodberry again, so that we have a plot of them for the next day. I'm not going to prepare.
All right.
Before we like wake up, I have a question.
Okay.
So you've mentioned that Strahd expects me to come to him a few times. Or
That's
wants
kind
me
of
to.
that's kind of what you guys have gathered. Well, especially Tommy's gathered from that. He assumes that that's what Strahd's doing, because that does make sense. Because I mean, he's attacked everyone but you, and he won't attack you, and he keeps chasing you and stuff like that. So
Because we learned that it seems like you're supposed to be a reincarnation of someone he.
Right.
And for some reason, rather than, vampires have an ability to kind of dazzle people, so to speak, or mind control them.
Like they
Yeah.
did
And
me.
he can just do that to people and get people to do whatever he wants. But it's like he's kind of refusing to do that to you, because if you come to him of your own volition, it's something different. Like it wouldn't quite probably feel like maybe love to him if he had to force you to come and do those things. So he's been like super creepy, and what he did to you when you were living at home was isolate you from everybody that you loved, and there was like lots of like gaslighting and all this other kind of just super crappy toxic stuff that he was doing, separating people that you cared about from your life and trying to make it to where it was essentially no place for you is safe except for with him.
Okay.
And so that's been kind of his goal, is to drive you to him, to love him and accept him and be with him. That's kind of what we've gathered, at least when we were playing this campaign before. Unless,
Yeah.
like,
mhm.
So can he detect me or communicate with me in some way, or no?
He has a lot
We
of
have a-
power over the land. So
yeah, we have a feeling that he has, what was it, like agents, or something like that is what we called it, everywhere. And he
Mhm.
has eyes all over the place, so he kind of knows what's going on a lot. But we don't know if it's like animals are telling him what's going on, or he just has lots of people under his control, or if like the zombies that took over the cities were like, you know. Um, but yeah, he knows a lot of what's going on. I'm not gonna say he's like, omniscient, but I mean, for this place, he very well may be. I don't know.
Okay. I just wanted
Didn't-
to know sort of what connection I had with him and why, if I was at some point going to be compelled to go to him.
I gotcha. I don't know that he would try to compel you, just because I think, like I said, that would be um, against what his whole goal is with you, kind of.
He's done it twice before, but for some reason he doesn't want to do it the third time because he definitely seems
Right.
able to.
So is his suspicion, I guess, that I would go to him, my reason, safety?
Yeah, at least one of the reasons it seems to be.
Right.
Okay, I guess I wanted to know what sort of weakness would occur that would make me want to go to him. Where would I be the most likely to do that? Does that
I mean,
make
it,
sense?
yeah. I would think that maybe like with your family, because you have a brother, and well, you don't
Mm-hmm.
really have a father anymore, right? Did he
He
die?
did.
Yeah, you guys had to
Yeah.
bury it. We had to bury him.
So we had to bury your dad, and I think that he died because of Strahd. And
Mhm.
then you have a brother, and so he's like been cutting off people from your family and stuff from you, and so there could be a weakness where it's like you go to him to prevent people that you care about from being killed by him, perhaps. In one of those like
Mm-hmm.
reluctant, you go to him to save other people, if that's who your character's kind of, if that's how she is. I don't know. So, but I think that those types of, you know, behavior from like toxic, like imagine like the most toxic relationship that exists in any sort of novel out there, like where the faults of the people are written to the max, and it's seems kind of what it's been like with him, at least
Okay.
my interpretation.
Okay.
So
Which is funny because like Brett's character that was in the campaign was basically just on a quest to bone Strahd, essentially.
yeah, I think she would have probably changed her mind eventually, but
Yeah.
I could use some
Funny.
competition with him.
Yeah.
yeah, she didn't like Ireena very much.
So we're gonna sleep then?
Yeah, I am going to. Um, let's see. If we are going after werewolves, I'm not going to use. I'm not gonna use the spell. Okay, I got my spells ready. But I am going to go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Hmm.
I need to ask because I don't know if best way for me to check and see if I changed my hit points when I went up to level 7.
Maybe it'll show the formula on her character
Unless you
sheet.
have it like turned off, it should do it automatically when you level up.
No, because we were rolling a dice for
Okay.
each level,
Okay.
so
I think mine has the like automatic average thing set. So I haven't actually done that what it's supposed to be.
I don't think
think
it matters.
I think most of us are doing average.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I've been doing.
It doesn't matter. So, you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys get dark vision from Ezmerelda, and the kids are being looked after, and you take, I guess, your cart, or you're gonna walk. I guess you could walk there. It's pretty far though. You have a horse and a mule and a cart.
Well, we also have 2 kids we're not taking with us.
Right.
Up to these woods.
Let me see if maybe you can take a road. Let me check the map.
Because we were just told us that they had a den to the northeast, and so I guess I assumed we were having to like trace through the woods.
I think they said they were
Oh,
gonna
it's
have soldiers scout ahead a little ways to get us there and help us lead the way there, and then they were
Mhm.
they're not gonna fight.
Yeah.
so they'll tell you that the only way to get there feasibly is to go uh, back to the bridge on the road and then take the shore of the lake around. Because if you try to go straight from here, it's just like almost mountains.
Hmm.
It'd be extremely hard. So I
Joe,
guess Esmeralda will use her wagon to help you guys go backtrack to the bridge. What were you gonna say?
well, I was gonna say like if we have a cart and the horse, how many people can fit there? Can like 4 of us fit in that?
4 could fit in the cart, but it wouldn't be super comfortable. But yeah,
Because then like if me, the 2 girls, and Dio rode in the cart, I could summon the disc for the Loxodon to ride on behind the cart.
yeah, and you also have a
And then
horse. So
and then Ezmerelda would be able to not even have to worry about bringing her crap.
well, Dio could ride the horse, and then
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
someone could drive the cart, and then the other 3 could ride in the cart.
Yeah, that works too.
So you guys go back to the bridge, and it looks like you probably won't be able to keep bringing the cart when you go off the road. So you'll have to like leave it somewhere, I guess.
We won't be able to keep what?
The cart won't be able to go here off the road.
Ah, okay.
The
I
horse
see.
can fine, but
Okay. Well, we can probably check it on foot then.
okay. I guess you guys can like pull the cart up in the kind of in the woods a little bit, leave it there. I don't know if somebody has an alarm or something.
No. They
No.
take the cart. It's just a wooden crappy cart. So.
Yeah,
Right.
and a really worn out mule. It was used by hags. So,
Mhm.
are you gonna leave the horse there too, or take it?
Well, the horse we could probably just still ride, correct?
Yeah, looks like it.
So, I mean, somebody might as well keep riding the horse.
You know what? We never checked with that mule
But
to see if it was a human under a curse.
ooh, that would have been a really good idea. I should have done that.
Well, too late now.
That would have been awesome.
Is that a thing here?
I mean, with hags, I'm just saying, it just seems like something they would do.
It
It makes
really
sense.
does.
Yeah.
So you guys go around the shore of this lake. Then across the lake, you can see the tower, the mage tower that you were in. And as you turn around the side of the lake, you can see a big mountain. And to your right is the lake, and to your left is the woods, and straight ahead is this mountain. Not as big as the big mountain to the south, but it's pretty big. It's the mountain that the abbey is built into the bottom left or the southwest part of it. And you see in the side of the Rocky Mountain spur is a cave that looks torch lit. It looks like there's a light in the cave. It's really wide opening. And then about 100 feet above the cave, sloping out, is a rocky ledge.
Okay. And you said the cave is up high?
It's you can get there. You can get there pretty easily. It's just kind of up to a little bit of the mountain, but 100 feet above that is like this ledge thing, and that would be super hard to get to.
Okay. And we said we can see what looks like firelight coming out
Yeah. And if anybody wants to make a survival check, you can.
Sure, I will make a survival check.
I get a +5 to my survival.
I rolled 2.
Also, I want to go ahead at this when we start getting closer. I want to start using prestidigitation to make sure that we're all cleaned up and not smelly, because I think that werewolves can smell really good. I don't want the smell us coming. Um, so
Good idea.
Yeah.
We could also ask if there's a wind that's blowing in a particular direction, like
Yeah.
blowing towards the den or not.
try to come from the way that it would be blowing away
Let
from.
me see.
Right.
And then they have we also want to be stealthy, like as stealthy as we can. Like I know hopefully they're sleeping, but
How about
yeah,
and be super stealthy and I cast Pass Without Trace.
There you go.
that sounds
Yeah.
dope.
That works.
So the wind is blowing to the east, and the cave is north of you. So it doesn't seem to be blowing toward or away
That should
from.
that should help mask our scent then. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Can anyone here smell them?
You can try.
I wouldn't want to.
I mean, maybe the elephant man would have a better sense of smell. I don't know.
Mhm.
Whoa, was that a big nose joke?
That's what I'm wondering too, though.
I mean, I don't really take offense. I literally have better senses for smell because of my.
Right. I mean, I wasn't trying to say he had a big nose. That's obvious, but
Well, Drew played a Loxodon in our Ravnica campaign, so
right.
So it's not racist because I know an
Yeah.
elephant.
exactly.
That's right. Because I know an elephant.
It's actually a point of pride having a longer trunk.
Yeah. So you guys
I'm not
approach.
racist. I know a Loxodon.
Yeah. I used to be an elephant man.
Went to school with one. We had classes together.
Yeah, man.
That's good.
Y'all crazy.
Y'all ready for this?
No, it's even worse. It's like, it's not racist. I work with a Loxodon.
Yeah.
Even worse.
So you guys approach super quietly.
That's right.
I actually prepared less for this than 3 other things that we could have done, but it's fine. It's just a werewolf den.
You shouldn't have told us about it then.
Well, you kept telling us to stay away from the Abbey, so whose fault is it?
Well, to be fair, I tried to go to the Abbey and skip this.
Yeah, I think he was expecting reverse psychology to work. I don't know.
Well, that's
Like,
that
the
or
thing when we showed up in town was, werewolves stole my baby. Can you go find him?
yeah.
Well, to be fair, last time he also did say, "Don't go to the windmill." They're like, "Let's go to the windmill," and then he's like, "And don't go to the second floor. We should go see what's up on the second floor."
Right.
Yeah, I guess I was more excited about a couple of other things, but
That's all good.
I didn't think about what was more possible, but I mean, this is good too. So you see this cave looks like it's been very roughly sculpted in terms of like chunks knocked out of it. In someone's tried to make it look like a wolf head, and this canopy of rock, or it could be natural, but that would be pretty creepy.
My character is going to like mutter something under his breath about it looking super cliche and
Right.
And these teeth,
Well,
or these rocks here, look like it's teeth,
nice.
and you can see torchlight from the inside. You can also hear the sound of a flute coming from outside, or from inside. I'm assuming you guys are getting pretty close because you have Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Even Dio with his awful, awful stealth.
Yep, that plus 10.
And Ruby. Ruby as well.
Yeah, Ruby's a clang, clang, clang machine.
Yeah, that's right.
Do y'all have like negative to your stealth?
Oh yeah. No, we have.
Disadvantage.
We have disadvantage. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I don't
I mean,
have
I got heavy armor.
Yeah.
Chainmail.
As do I.
So before we actually get in on this business and go in and do anything, I'm going to cast a spell on myself.
Ooh.
My spellcasting ability. I don't know what my spellcast.
Intelligence.
So 1 plus 4, so 5. So I have 5 temporary. My armor gets 5 temporary hit points.
Alright.
Okay, and I'm going to cast another spell as well
Mm-hmm.
before we go in here. I'm going to cast second level spell, Aid. There we go. It didn't display it.
If you do the button underneath, it's like post to VTT or something like that. Yeah, there you go.
So choose 3 creatures within range. I'm going to choose Dio, Ireena, and myself. And so your maximum and current hit points go up by 5
Cool.
for the next 8 hours.
I don't know how that easy that is to put into D&D Beyond. We'll see.
I mean-
there's a temp button. You could just click
Yeah,
and
on your
there.
HP. Yeah, it's just temp HP.
But you can just, down in the bottom right, you can override your max HP.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
And and it tells you like that it overrides.
Yep.
Alright, after you finish casting spells, what would you like to do?
I mean, I guess we're gonna go up in this place, right? Sneak up in here.
Yep. Massacre some werewolves.
Alright,
So are
everybody.
we seeing some kind of guards out front?
Make a perception check. And everyone can go ahead and make a stealth check too. And it will be plus 10 to everybody.
Oh boy.
There you
Oh shit. I didn't add the plus 10. That's still God 25. Okay.
I didn't add the plus 10 to mine.
How
but
do you,
17.
how do you
Yeah.
add plus 10?
go.
We'll just assume it after you roll.
Okay, I'll just click it and then add 10.
Ireena got a 39.
Ow.
So you got an 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Not a
Oh
bad.
my gosh.
So I
Clang,
guest I have
clang
to.
with the trolley.
We're all
Actually-
walking around. He's cast without a trace. What's that spelled? And she's just like screaming.
I mean, our party average is still very.
Okay.
We're okay.
Yep.
Bless you and all that. You got the Rona?
Yep, I got the Rona.
So with that perception check, Ireena, you can see you have the best eyes of anyone. You can see 2 human, looks like women, with spears standing up on a ledge, not far past the entrance to the cave. Look like they're maybe keeping watch.
Hmm.
Yes, these ladies.
Yeah.
Stealth check. They almost walk straight up to him.
Can I sneak past? Is there a way to distract them in some way so everyone can sneak by?
These lights. I got a question about them. Are they
Mhm.
torches?
Yeah.
Hmm. So, could I just use prestidigitation to just snuff them out since we all have dark vision?
You could.
Is it daytime right now or nighttime?
It is daytime.
Yeah. But this is inside of a cave.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it's E here, right?
It's just always been.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So if you took out the lights, maybe I could sneak in
Well, I'm thinking
With
maybe
a assassin.
I mean, with Pass Without a Trace, we could probably all sneak in. And if I snuff
Oh,
out the lights and they don't have dark vision, then we'll be able to just do whatever we want to them.
right. Okay.
Because they'll essentially be blind. But I mean, I don't know. It's just a thought.
So, I think I turned off one of the lights. Can you see?
Well, we all
I
have
can't
dark
really
vision.
notice.
I mean,
Yeah, right here.
I can't see anything different because I can.
There are objects here that I think are producing light.
There are. I can see some of the lights.
Yeah, I can see a torch here.
Yeah.
And over.
Well, it's drawn on the
There's
map,
some there.
and there's also dynamic lighting on it.
Yeah.
But if you turn the dynamic lighting off, we should probably still be able to see since we all have dark vision.
So I'll go ahead and delete the lights as you go to see if it makes any difference.
All right.
But the
Okay.
the image of the lights on the map will still be there.
So how high is this little rise that they're standing on?
4 feet, 5 feet maybe. Yeah, 5 feet.
Oh, okay. That's vaultable.
Maybe for you.
Yeah, potentially. Let me see here. Oh, you guys have a lot of vision. Yeah, so you're gonna start putting out these lights. There's still light gonna be coming in from the mouth of the cave.
Right. Okay. So you just want to sneak up on these ladies and get them?
I think so.
Yeah.
They are human.
Looks like it.
I don't know. If it
Looks like
human.
it. Nobody knows for sure. Okay.
So
Let me
can we
see
just
if-
make? You want us to just make stealth checks to see how far up here we can get, or?
You guys already made one, so
Okay. I didn't know if that was like stealth
Oh.
checks were up here.
And the lights are out.
Baby, when the lights go out.
Complete darkness.
Yeah, I can still see.
okay.
I got
So
60
You can
feet.
actually put in there that we have dark vision.
So
set
Tommy, does yours
light,
show
dark
that it
vision.
can see?
I can see. Yeah. What?
I can see. I got 60 feet of vision.
I got a new tool that lets me set people's
With natural
light.
dark vision.
It lets you what?
There
Lets
we
me
go.
instantly set people's light.
I
Did
have
it-
dark vision for now. Wow.
Whoops. Alright, give me a second, I'll give you guys all dark vision.
Baby, when the lights go out.
Welcome to dark vision.
One of the many
Welcome.
hundreds of tools that comes with this thing I got.
What? That's dope.
Alright, you guys
This is
all have
gonna-
dark vision.
Yay, we got dark vision. Yay. Okay. So we go sneak up on these things.
We are.
Okay. Oh. Ooh. I don't know when they notice this, but I guess we just.
Dude, that's
Do-
pretty.
Do dwarves have superior dark vision?
I don't think so. Let me see what my character sheet says. I think it's-
Superior dark. What does that even mean?
I know drow do. It makes them
No.
see a lot farther and a lot better in the dark.
No, it's just dark vision.
Yeah.
I can see in dim light as if it were bright light. I can see in darkness as if it was dim light.
Yep.
Monsters can't discern color in darkness, only shades of gray. Many creatures that have this.
So I put a light at the entrance. I don't know if it makes
I
any
see that.
difference.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, good. Yeah, it looks better now. So, when you start putting the lights out, one of these ladies is gonna come around this way.
Okay.
And you guys can see her about there.
Yeah.
And she's walking toward the entrance to the cave.
Okay.
Creeper and casting Shillelagh.
Cool.
Ireena, are
So
you trying to climb up the ledge behind her?
I'm trying to sneak up behind this one. Yeah.
Okay,
can
she's
I
not detected you, so you can make a. If you want to attack her, go for it with advantage.
coup de grace, baby?
Okay, so I did not add in my silver short sword
It's just
to
plus
my.
one.
Just roll, yeah,
Uh,
just roll a rapier. It's fine. Or if you have a regular short sword, we can add plus
So
one.
the short sword is a D6, right? Not a D8.
Oh yeah, right.
Right. You just had
Um,
a short sword. Plus one short sword is fine.
if you add a plus one short sword, that'll be the same.
okay.
As this is happening, I'm just wondering. Uh, well,
If they are werewolves, will this
can
kill
I
them?
can I actually cast? I want to cast Hold Person, but can I cast it at third level and try to get both of them? Because
Yeah.
they're within 30 feet of each other, aren't they?
Yep.
So
All right. Let me test out this mass uh, mass saving throw thing.
and it's Wisdom saving throw of 15.
Mass roll wisdom save. Cool. They both failed.
Sweet. So now they are literally both paralyzed, which is just worse than incapacitated. So
Mm-hmm.
thought process: can I just walk up and just slit one of their throats with the sword and just, or with the silver dagger, just like cut their throat open and?
Well, your attack will be an auto crit.
But what if I don't like? If I don't make an attack, I can't just. Can I just walk up and just like push the sword through their throat, or do I still have to make an attack roll?
Yeah, it would just be an attack that is an auto crit, because that's what it does in the rules. So
Okay. Then, in that case,
so you do 20 damage, which is doubled, and uh, do they actually take extra damage from silver? Let me see. No, they take full damage from silver. So that is almost enough to kill her in one shot.
um,
And what do you want to do to the other one? Dio,
I mean,
you're
I
right
was
up
gonna,
there.
I
Go
was
for
gonna
it.
attack her.
Alright, attack with auto crit.
now, is this dagger just a regular silver dagger, or is it a plus
It's a
one
plus
dagger?
one. There you
Okay.
go.
So then, trying to get this all figured out. I'm sorry.
Once she starts this, I'm gonna, I guess, go after this other one.
Oh wait, how do I make it automatic crit? I guess I messed that up.
There's a option for it on the Beyond 20.
Right. There's a slider that's for force critical hits.
Well, it
For
is
the
not
Beyond
full
20.
for critical hit, but assuming 18 hits.
Oh, there it is. Cool.
It'll hit no matter what because it's an auto crit. So
Yeah.
roll another d8.
Well, I think it's just an advantage attack, but all hits are crits. You still just have to. You still have to roll the hit, right? Because you could.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
See
But
if
yeah,
you're
18's
Actually,
gonna hit.
need to attack.
Anyway, so I got 18 points on the one that you already attacked.
Well, that sounds
Okay.
like. Wait a minute. Are all attacks critical hits then?
Melee attacks.
While they're paralyzed, yeah, melee attacks. It has to be
Okay.
melee. But ranged attacks, they still have advantage, but just not
Then
auto crit.
Well, then it wouldn't make sense for me to use a dagger then. Because it doesn't do much damage, even if it crits. I'd probably still be better off using my lightning launcher.
So after you finish off, or after Ireena nearly one-shots this lady, running her through with a silver sword, you reach up with your shillelagh and break her leg, and she tumbles over dead.
Now, Tommy, I gotta ask, your lightning launcher's gonna be loud, right?
No, because it's not thunder.
It makes some noise, but not super
It's like
loud.
it's like a laser, like a.
Okay. I didn't know if the lightning was like left a gap in the air that's filled up thunder.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine it's like it does lightning type damage, but I imagine it like a laser beam.
Okay.
She has
But
failed her saving throw twice, so you guys can continue.
okay, well my lightning launcher did 5, but then I'm gonna go ahead and do the extra thing, so it's gonna deal an extra 9 damage on top of that, or a
Alright.
total of 9 damage total
Alright.
on my attack instead of the 6. It'd be 9.
She's bloodied, but not dead. Ruby, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna use my hammer two-handed and just smash her face in.
Alright. Roll it. It'll be an auto crit.
All right. You said in the roll 20 there's a thing?
In
or-
beyond
20.
20.
Yeah, you have to hit up where it says your name, and you move to the right, and there's like long rest, short rest. There's a thing that says beyond 20, and if you click that, there will be a little option that says force critical hits that you can toggle on.
Ah, thank you.
And then once you roll it, you'll have to make sure to toggle it back off again.
Why would I ever do that?
Just hold person everything. Why would you not?
Yeah. Just break everything.
Alright, so two-handed. So 11. She's still alive. Dio, you can make a second attack, actually. I forgot about that. You get 2 attacks.
Okay.
That's so funny that my
there we
bludgeoning
go.
was 11 and my crit or my two-handed was 11. Like same
Yeah, that's
whether I hit
weird.
her with one or two hands.
Alright, so you finished her off. The lightning and the boar picks into her chest, and then Ruby smashes her with a hammer and she falls over.
There it is.
And you guys made some noise, but not too much.
We still got pass without a trace.
Exactly.
So do you guys want to go to the right? Right is right? Or are we going left is left?
Right is right.
Right is right. Is this like just like a crevasse, or like is this like a stalactite thing, or
That's water.
no, this like dotted line thing going through it?
Oh,
Hey,
let me check on that.
Ireena, what is your check for traps and stuff kind of like?
There's a fissure in the ceiling.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a gash in the rocky ceiling that allows the gray light and cold drizzle to seep into this dank torchlit cave, where an underground spring forms a pool of water, roughly 40 feet across and 10 feet deep. A 5-foot-high
Okay.
ledge to the north overlooks the pool. A similar ledge spans the eastern wall, with a rough-hewn staircase leading up to it. A few crates sit atop the eastern ledge.
The fact that you said dank in it is awesome.
Yep.
I want to go ahead and summon Alistar.
Okay.
You have that. You have that token.
Ruby, make a perception check.
Will do. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off my crits.
Yeah.
Alright.
There's something coming through the darkness toward you from this direction.
Hold on. I have my thing. Which direction? Can you hit it again?
Left.
And is it fast approaching or slow?
Slow.
We should have moved the bodies.
Too late now.
Yep. It's all
Yeah. Can I see the person? Like, what am I seeing? Like, for my perception?
dog-like shapes, not
Yeah.
human
Oh.
shaped.
Multiple. How many am I seeing?
3.
Dog-like shapes. 3?
Is that token work or no?
I'm not sure if you're able to drop it down, but let's see.
Alright, let me see.
Ah, cool. There it is.
Alright, high levels, 7 spell or higher, you can affect an additional
Yeah. Cool.
each. Alright, if I see shapes, 3 dog-like shapes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use a level 3 command.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Are dogs considered understanding if they like respond to human commands, or how does that work?
Maybe.
Dogs.
Well, are they dogs or are they just dog shapes because they're werewolves?
They're dog-like shapes.
That's all we know so far.
Ireena, are you up on this ledge? Like that? Okay. You can make a perception check too. Oh, geez. With your magical dark vision that you're granted, you can see, looks like 3 wolves, one of which is coming up, about to come up these stairs toward you, and the other 2 are kind of going down the other path, like that way.
Yeah.
I guess since they're slowly approaching, I'm going to whisper to try to just be loud enough for my companions to hear that we've got wolves coming in that direction. And if they start to growl or anything like that, if they sense us pretty much, then I'll use command on them. Or I can try to use command, I'll say that.
Okay. Let's see here.
Sorry, I gotta roll initiative.
No, don't roll initiative yet.
Oh.
Hang on. I'll let you do it in just a second. So, this wolf runs up here. It doesn't necessarily look like a werewolf. It runs up here and attacks Ireena. Tries to bite you.
If I can still see all 3, then I'm going to yell halt and use command level 3 to hit all of them.
Okay. I will let you. I'll let you do that.
Can I
as soon
still
as
see all 3, or can I just see?
You can kind of see them, yeah. So I'm assuming a 21 hits Ireena, so you take 4 piercing damage, and you need to make a strength saving throw. Okay, you're good. You don't get pulled down.
And you said 4 damage?
Yeah, 4 damage. This wolf dashes up to you, Ruby. Doesn't attack yet. Now, Ireena, what do you want to do?
Okay, I had to get back up here.
All right, go for it.
How's that?
That definitely hits. And this wolf is barely still alive. Whoops, not that. Not dead yet. Barely alive. Um, are you gonna offhand attack, or what else do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll do that. Um, yeah.
That'll do it. I had 4 health left, so you got it.
Aim for the throat.
Finish it off.
Go for the throat.
Okay, Ruby, you're casting command.
Yeah, and if that wolf is dead, then I'm only gonna do level 2 command
Okay, sure.
to hit the
So
other two. And I'm yelling halt at them, or saying halt to them where they can hear. I'm trying to keep my voice not from being just like scream where everything in the whole complex hears me.
they both failed.
Okay.
You told them to halt.
Yes.
Okay.
So it says halt, target doesn't move, takes no actions, a flying creature stays aloft.
Okay, this wolf, the third one, will do nothing because you told him to halt. And now I need Dio, Burl, and Swain to make a perception check. And I guess Swain, you make advantage because you're familiar.
Perception.
Yeah.
Roll that.
So
Lucky
Dio,
four.
Dio, and the owl notice there's some wolf barks coming from behind.
There's the marks.
Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
I'm not doing that on purpose. My dog wants to leave.
Oh my gosh, that's the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me.
That's pretty perfect.
Yeah.
Shut
Except
up,
for that time,
dog.
except for that one time we were playing in that campaign, and Drew had the music going, and like we went to go like move into the library or whatever it was, and the music
Oh,
like
yeah.
changed immediately. And it was perfect.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. This
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
dog's out. I gotta not shut up.
So I feel dogs coming from behind, or they hear
Yeah. So,
coming from.
what do you guys say? I'm assuming you're gonna say something, right?
Yes. Yes.
We got company.
Yes, I think
If I was a bard, I'd
It's-
say, "Who let the dogs out?"
it's yeah. Ruby and Ireena are down there. Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. They're
I
strong,
think we-
independent women who don't need no men, so we can deal with them.
hmm Okay. So I added you guys to the initiative, and
Okay.
the wolf down here that attacked first is gonna spend his turn doing nothing because of command. So now it's
Okay.
Burl's turn.
Alright, so there's chaos and mayhem down here, so
My auto roller gave 2 of you guys crits on the initiative, so
Dang.
so
It's mighty generous of it.
here we go.
Were we supposed to roll initiative or no?
He rolled it.
I
for
auto
us.
rolled it.
Oh.
Yep. He just did it.
Oh.
I think I can get this far. And yeah, so I will just come barreling through there and I guess that's all I've got. I don't have any bonus actions to do it.
Okay, Dia, what do you want to do?
I want to go downward. So that's, let's see, 30 feet. don't. Do I know where Ireena and Ruby are right now?
You can hear, yeah, they're roughly where they're at.
Okay. Well,
And you can see whatever you can see on there.
How much can you actually see right now?
like I can see Ireena here. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and you can hear Ruby down past her.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go up here. Well, that's probably a little too far. I think it's right here.
Yeah. While you're dragging your character, you can tap right click and it'll show you the distance.
Right. Yeah. So. Actually, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, and for your action, do you want to dash or what do you want to do?
I want to dash.
Okay. While you're doing that, Burl, make a perception check.
Who?
Burl. Burl. That's how my dad's family says barrel. Burl.
Burl. Sounds
Uh,
right.
Burl, you can hear something back.
I moved down the stairs.
You can hear something back that way. And I guess Dio, now you can make the same check.
Yeah. God.
You can see more shapes in the back toward the cave. Just
Okay.
general shapes.
There are things back there.
Okay, Ireena's turn.
I'm gonna try to come around. About 30 feet. My map.
Alright.
And then I can see this guy over here, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot my short bow at him.
Alright, go for it. He did. Just these are definitely not werewolves, as easily as you have dispatched them so far. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Alright, Ruby's turn.
Sorry for the delay.
You're good.
I assume you guys went through and got back to me and were waiting on.
No, we actually just got to you.
Literally, he said Ruby, and you're like, I'm here.
Oh, okay. What is the situation like?
There's only one wolf left that you can see, but there might be more. You're not sure.
Can you ping it? Is it this?
It's right in front of you.
Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Yeah.
I will
Eat it.
Did you say eat it?
Yeah, go Ed and Eddie on that thing and just.
Suck it up.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit it with my warhammer +1.
Go for it.
Do you get advantage on
Nope.
that since you commanded it to not do anything?
Oh, yeah.
It wasted its
yes.
turn, but well, even if you had advantage, you'll miss, so it's fine.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna do a bonus action of creating a spiritual weapon.
Okay, where do you want to put it?
Right next to this wolf.
All right, you can roll an attack for it.
Okay. It looks like it did whenever I cast it.
Oh, okay.
6 force damage on it.
Yeah, it's almost dead.
That's my turn.
Swain's turn.
Okay, so you said that I hear wolves. Are they coming from like back here?
They're coming from where you came from, where your friends are.
Okay, okay, I got you. So the only wolves we hear are coming from.
Yeah,
That's correct.
right.
Okay. So I guess let's see. Oh, weird. I'm right clicking and it's like moving my whole screen. Hold up. Oh, okay. I just tap it, not hold it.
So we're gonna delete this token under here. Yeah.
I don't. The owl's feet is the owl's speed 30.
Uh,
30 flying, probably.
probably.
Not walking.
Well, I'm not gonna have my owl walk around the bottom of this cave. Jeez. Okay, I click on it. Yeah.
It has
60.
a 60 feet flying
60.
speed.
There
So
you
there's 30, and I can have it fly and see. So it can fly to here also. And then I'll have it fly back here. Okay, so its movement's done, and then I can move to here, 35 feet. And that's it for me.
Alright, that wolf's dead. This one is dead. Burl's turn. Burl's turn.
So I could hear more coming down the thing.
Yep.
So go here. I can see them here. Now. Or I'll run down
Yeah.
the ramp here.
Yep. One of them looks like more humanoid shaped than the others.
Alright. They need to make a dex save. All of them.
I was gonna say you guys are kind of missing out not having a fireballer, but I guess that's a good replacement.
The 30-foot cone, which I think should hit them all, right? Yeah.
Yep, I can check that. Yep, just hits them.
Yep.
So let me see here. Fail, fail, save, save. Fail, save. So these three in the front take full damage and die. The three in the back. Well, how much damage was it?
23.
23.
Okay.
Oh, so all the wolves are dead, period.
Okay.
And this thing in the back. Surely werewolves aren't resistant to that, right? No. The bigger thing in the back is still alive. I'm just gonna delete all these tokens. There's 5 dead wolves back here
God damn. All right.
that were all one shot.
I will call out to it and just say, just came here for some missing children. If y'all let them go, we can stop all this mayhem.
Before you finish your sentence, it charges you.
Oh well, I suppose.
Does a 17 hit?
No, sir, it doesn't. Get my shield out and just hold him at bay and just
Nice. I'm guessing a 22 hits.
a what? 22, yeah.
You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Alright. Make one of those.
All right. So, let's see. I guess we can maybe finish this round. Dio, your turn.
Okay.
Did anything happen to me?
You don't know?
Don't know. Oh god. I did not want to go in that direction. Okay. Damn it. There we go.
Do I take any damage or anything?
Oh, I forgot to tell you the damage. 9 piercing.
9 piercing.
Alright, I'm going right at this werewolf.
All right, go for it.
Time to hit him.
Hit where it hurts. His bank account.
Nope. And yes, the first one hits.
I was about to say what?
It seems to be resistant to your weapon attacks. It has some kind of supernatural durability to it.
Well, he won't have any durability to smite now, will he?
Well, would you like to smite him?
Of course I would.
He is not resistant to that.
That's 2d8 normally, right?
Oh shit! Actually, yeah, it's 2d8. I said that wrong. It's not that he resists it. He's completely immune to your weapon.
Even if it's magical?
Yep. But you can still do your smite.
Oh god damn. Well, I'm about to be useless. Okay.
So he takes 8 radiant damage and 0 piercing damage.
God damn. Well. Alright then.
Good thing you have smite.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, this last surviving wolf is gonna try to do something. He's gonna attack Ruby. 18, is that hit?
Let me see. 18 is my armor class.
Dang, he got you. You need to make a strength saving throw. And you take, as he bites you in the leg, and
Okay.
after that you take 8 piercing damage.
I had to make a Constitution save. For
Oh
the,
shit.
For concentration, yeah.
This thing doesn't like me. Look at that crap.
It bites your leg and pulls you down onto your back, and you're now prone.
Okay. You said 8 damage.
Yep. And now it's Ireena's turn.
I'm gonna use my short sword right here.
No, that's on the thing.
Oh,
You gotta
I couldn't tell. 'Cause I didn't have I couldn't see the name, but I see it. I guess it must be underneath. Where's underneath? Yeah, I see that. I'm gonna move.
Oh, that's fine.
What was that? Must have hit. Okay. And then bonus action.
I made your spiritual weapon produce a little bit of light, because that makes sense.
That's fun.
All right, you're gonna smack this dude.
Moi?
What was that?
That is wow. You rolled 4 1s on your sneak attack.
This roll 20 has some bullshit rolls.
It's barely alive. Whenever you stabbed it with the sword, it seemed to like burn it and like starts just like burning through its hide and into its body. It's almost like the sword's on fire. Ruby, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna do a one-handed weapon attack on it.
All right, you're gonna stand up first.
Yes, I guess I
All
should
right,
do that.
half your movement, stand up. If you had friends, they could have all smacked you when you were down, but he didn't. So, all right, go for it.
Nope, I hit the wrong thing. That's why. Shit.
God. Do you have some kind of setting turned on to make all your rolls crit fails?
I don't know.
Natural ones. Your last 4 rolls.
But-
Roll again, and see if it does it again.
It just
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. So,
So it's not some setting. No, it was just that bad.
okay, the wolf is
Shit.
dead.
Well,
4 natural ones and minimum damage.
Yep.
That
Jeez.
happened.
Okay, you finished off the
Double
wolf.
minimum damage, right?
Yeah, double minimum damage. Jeez. Alright then.
This is baffling.
yeah.
Swain, what do you want to do?
Okay, so this dude is still alive?
Yep, barely hanging on. Because Ireena just stabbed him in the back with a silver sword. It's like burning into him.
So I'm gonna walk up here and blast him.
Go for it.
Oh wait, I didn't use my
Spiritual
Do I get-
weapon.
spiritual weapon. If you want me to do that, or was that second attack was just taking place in my spiritual weapon hitting it?
Sure, we can do that.
All right, doesn't matter to me. So.
Alright, so that will do it. Describe how you kill this thing.
Well, first of all, I get to do an extra to top that, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be more. Just FYI.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to. They're up here. Get stabbed in the back. It turns around, and I just hold out my hand, and this beam comes out, just Iron Man style. Disintegrates it. But it's actually not coming
Nice.
from the palm of my hand. It's coming from like the back of my hand, kind of like the Thanos glove. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Laser beam. Gotcha. Give him the nugs.
So, while you're back there blasting, you guys got this werewolf surrounded and stab it in the back and finish it off with a laser beam. Back here, Ruby, you pull yourself off the ground as your spiritual weapon finishes off this werewolf. But you hear a sound behind you, and you turn around to see a wolf pack. It looks like they're returning to the cave. It's about
No.
it's about
Nice.
7 werewolves and about 9 wolves, and the werewolf in the front has like pieces of leather armor strapped to him, and he has a huge wicked-looking spear, and he's a good 1.5 feet taller than the other werewolves.
Great.
And that's where we're gonna stop for today.
Okay.
All right. Now, does this save where our positions are? Do you
Yep.
take a screenshot or?
No, it saves everything.
All right.
It's the beauty of it.
All right. Well, good luck, guys.
You said how many wolves?
About 9 wolves, about 7 werewolves,
7 werewolves.
one of which is big.
Well, what we do know is that I can kill all the wolves in one shot.
Yep.
could.
I can put my guardian spirit up, and anyone that comes at us has to take their damage.
Yeah, I think this cave was assuming that someone will have fireballs or the equivalent.
I have a fireball up my sleeve. I just didn't get myself in position close enough to do it before Joe did, because I was on the other side of the cave when those things came there. I chose right and should have chose left.
Well,
Well,
you're gonna get your chance again.
I don't know if
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
noticed it in the chat, but one of the wolves rolled a nat 20 on perception. So that's how it detected you guys.
Yeah.
I didn't even
no,
see it.
I didn't look. Yeah.
I don't think it was posted.
It was.
No, there was
I
a
thought.
perception where he rolled a 23, but I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so,
I can't
We're
believe it's already
gonna-
midnight.
yeah, I know. We're gonna play next Friday, I guess.
Yeah, we can do next Friday.
Does that sound good, Tommy?
Yeah, it
Everybody?
sounds good.
Cool.
I half expected everybody to be like, "Oh yeah, can we play tomorrow?"
I mean, I want to, but we can't just play too much. We'll all die. In real life.
Yeah. We're getting woke up at 6:45. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross. Well, good luck with that. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, I'm gonna post a picture in the Discord.
Of what? Your butt?
Pretty much. This is. I opened up another box, and this is what I got. It's pretty. I'm pretty stoked I got this. It's a good set of stuff.
That's cool that you got a corpse flower, because we encountered some of those in Drew's campaign the other day. And
Yeah.
I was fireballing them from 100 feet away.
Yeah. So,
I fireballed the same one 3 times until it died.
Pretty
It was
intense.
definitely a heavier box. I was like, something big's in here. It was
was,
like, oh, it's a court flower.
Yeah. Have you seen the
Ah.
corpse flower that Black Magic Craft made?
Yeah,
Dude.
that thing was huge too.
Yeah, that thing
Like
was
compared to this thing,
yeah, and that thing was freaking nice.
I should have put I'll put a flash on for this.
I'm gonna put a picture in the Discord. 2 hours later.
Oh, it should be in there. Is it not in there?
I'm not seeing anything.
yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Oh shit! I put it in the wrong Discord.
Oh, nice.
That would explain why. They're gonna be like, why did you post this picture? Alright, Curse of Strahd, General. Whoops. Again, I posted the wrong picture, but there's the flash one. And
Oh
unflashed.
yeah, corpse
Yeah.
collector.
Yeah.
That thing's really
Okay.
cool.
Nice.
Have you
that-
seen the corpse collector that Black Magic made?
No, but dude, this one that orc on it and stuff is so
Yeah.
cool, and even on the back, it's awesome too.
That raptor is going to be pretty useful for Ixalan, too.
That's what
Oh,
I was
yeah.
thinking. And dude, I love that war. Even though the Warforged is like a common, I was hoping I would get one. I was like, please, I want a Warforged so bad.
Yeah, when I was looking at all of them, I was thinking, one of the ones I was thinking of that I would want would be the Warforged ones, because you could use them for any Warforged character you could make, pretty much.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons I like this one, because there's so many that are just like characters. That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I like this Everyone set. I know it's not like a monster menagerie, tons of the monsters, but I like this one because there's been so many weird characters that we've made that it's just like, well, we don't have anything. And I
Yeah.
like this Warforged because that's like the Iron Man guy I made for that one shot.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I got the Dusk Hag also,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and the Artificer, and that guy that looked like a Van Helsing guy. I was like glad I got him. So that's all I got.
Sweet.
Is that the corpse collector?
Yes.
The different
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, did you see the one I posted, Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, let me get Discord up.
That's the one that he made. Or that he did custom or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty sweet.
He like painted runes on his, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, his is awesome.
Just the corpse collector itself is an awesome creature.
Yes. You know what's funny is I came up with a golem and I didn't realize it because I was doing like a one-shot thing. I was thinking up one, and I was like, "Oh, let me look up and see what kind of stats this has." And there wasn't one like there in 5th edition. There wasn't one, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't mean to make that. I just thought there would be one already." But there's like fan ones made.
Have you seen the Shipwreck Revenant?
I don't think so. Is it the one that looks like it's a ship half?
Yeah, it's like a shipwreck golem looking thing.
I still like your idea of a living graveyard.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
All right. Well, this I stream this again. So far, all of our Strahd games have been recorded.
Yep.
Nice.
Very nice.
We've been
Has-
We've basically been streaming every campaign that we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Has anyone had any interest in joining us, like Zach or anyone? Because we had people hop on. Derek and Zach hopped on Jackbox evening, but I was like, I'm gonna start more stuff. But
Well,
neither one of them even mentioned.
well,
it.
I reached out to them specifically to play Jackbox with us.
Well,
I figured after that they'd be like, "Hey, why don't we do D&D?"
Derek sounded like he wanted to do D&D, but he sounded like he was busy, and he said he would get back to me about when
Yeah,
he
he
could
got a
play.
He got a new job, so.
Gotcha. Hey, can I ask you guys a question? How?
Okay.
Live.
You said if you could ask a question, but then you started cutting out real bad.
Yeah, say
Oh,
it
okay.
again.
How can I share my scroll wall so I can show you the program?
So,
beta
down on the bottom left-hand corner, do you see where your person is, and it has the mute, deafen, and settings button?
Yes.
Go up one level where it says voice connection, and there's a little TV with a little arrow that says go live.
Okay.
And you click that button, and then it asks you what part of your screen you want to share with us. And then once you do that, we'll have to click the join stream button.
Okay. Scripts. Yeah. All right. Go live.
Okay. So now
And
if you
and if you don't want to see this, I'm not like.
if you highlight over Dan where it says live, there's a join button.
Yep.